my stars and garters. We're super late. God,
With James Gunn super late.
Welcome to the real BBC. Bagging, boarding, and chatting. I have my comics. Do you, Az?
No, I mean,
No.
thousands of miles away from home.
Oh, you're not even on Earth right now. But
no.
You want to see what I did get?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. So we'll be bagging and boarding those. Welcome, everybody.
Have you had a little look? Have you read any?
Not yet. I'm going to read them this weekend. I got the whole set. I just went on eBay and scooped them up. Wasn't that bad,
nice.
To be honest with you. Lots of fun comic books to go over. Some Spectacular Spider-Man and some Byrne Uncanny X-Men. Good shit. But we're also going to talk about some, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad, but James Gunn's James Gunn, or Superman's James Gunn, has released a teaser for the trailer, which is going to come out. And the only thing we know thus far is crypto. And I like crypto. I like dogs. I'm a dog owner. I would like to know a little bit about Superman. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. There's also...
I always see it as a huge red flag when all you're concentrating on is a dog, because the trope, people love dogs.
Yes.
So it's like, this is a classic manipulation tactic, which kind of concerns me about...
It's true. That's what's called marketing. It's supposed to manipulate. Yeah. But like...
Not true. Yeah.
But you make a good point. It's like, we haven't seen a lot of like the actual movie, but we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Doctor Who. The last episode was actually worse than the previous. And since I'm watching this, because it's the final season, I'm going to have to talk about it. Sorry. And MauLer and I will discuss a really good show that Az hasn't watched yet.
If only we told him.
Ask me. You promised us,
ask
though.
me. Have I seen it? Have I seen it? Ask me.
Have you seen Mobland?
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I'm feeling very hurt right now, Az.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he can eBay or have a wank or something while we're talking about Mobland, because it's really fucking good. So we're going to talk about it, right, MauLer?
The Doctor Who trailer. The Doctor Who episode. Ratings.
Oh, we got the ratings. Lots to talk about. How
consolidated from last week. Oh, by the way, I saw Dave
Filoni?
No.
Stevens?
Redhead guy.
Dead.
Dave
Cullen. Dave Cullen.
Cullen, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Dave Cullen's video, and Dave, if you ever see this, you put the consolidated numbers up wrong. You posted the +4s, and they are not the consolidated numbers. So, Dave, you actually gave Doctor Who much better consolidated ratings than the show actually got, just to tell you.
It happens.
It happens.
He didn't like it. He wasn't trying to compliment it in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, I know, but I'm just like, dude, they go, oh, thank God he used the wrong
dude, props
numbers.
to Dave. Yeah. Dave, he did this before I was really YouTubing, but he's the first one that I remember calling out Doctor Who. And this was in the Capaldi era. So he made a video many years ago, and he was, I'll say, one of the first that I saw that was like openly going, no, this is going woke, like bad. So props to Dave. Hi, Az.
Hi. How you doing?
You've been busy. Too busy to watch Mobland.
Too busy. Well, too busy to watch Mobland for sure, because I was busy writing a story for the Rippaverse.
If only someone was capable of watching Mobland and writing a story.
I can't think of any human being, a non-interdimensional Cthulhu god that would be able to negotiate through dimensions to do that.
Said with nothing but respect.
I'm doing good. Yeah, doing good.
Awesome.
I'm sure we'll go into the Saints and Sinners stuff in a little bit, but yes,
in
looking
just a brief
forward.
moment.
Yeah, to talking about that with you guys and gals, but crazy stuff. Yeah, crazy days, baby.
MauLer.
Hello.
How
It's
are
been
ya?
TV mania because
Oof.
I've had to be keeping up with The Last of Us, of course, and then avoiding Doctor Who, but I know you've been keeping up with it. Mobland, bitchin'. Love to catch that every time I can. And Andor, too, coming out in blocks with the latest one. I kind of loved it. I thought it was awesome. And it's, it's nice to see a Star Wars project being talked about by people for its writing in a non-cringe sense. Isn't that insane? I didn't think it was possible. But keeping up with all these TV shows while the crazy, hectic, amazing thing happened of an announcement with a bunch of people doing some stories together, which I'm sure we're going to talk about in a moment also. But yeah, it's been an interesting week.
It's been an interesting week. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing in the theater. So, streaming is, well, for me.
Go see Thunderbolts again.
Oh, I mean, because repeat viewing, it's such a great movie.
I've heard it's made its money back already.
I heard this is Marvel's back, baby. Marvel's back.
Do you see
just needed a hug.
There was a post that said like as much as it's already making profit, it needs to make more than profit so that they know this is what we want in future. And I was just like, there's so much wrong with what you've just said. I don't even know, like
more than profit.
Every time, man. Every time you see that tweet, and it's always from those like film box office tweeters.
The
budget was 150 million, while the profit is already 300. So it's oh my god. I mean, that's actually an exaggeration, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. The budget was
really
okay, 180 million. Let's be nice. 280 million with marketing, which is not true because you have to add on all the extra marketing of changing your title. And
well, you got to double the 180 for a start.
Well,
so
it's got to make 500 million, and maybe it does, and then it breaks even. So, as many of us said, you spent hundreds of millions of dollars to get it back, but not make any actually. There's this thing called profit. I don't know if people who, especially like Hollywood Handle and Cosmic Marvel and all these things. I've been kicked out of 3 high schools, and I understand profit. I understand that, like, whatever money you spend, you need to make a certain amount, not just any. You can't just go, I couldn't own my comic store and go, in 2008, I made $1. Win!
I genuinely don't know if they are legitimately trying to be manipulative here. I think I kind of at the point where I think they are purposefully trying to report the budgets or the profits or the potential profits incorrectly. I don't think it's because they don't know. I think they do know. But there was a fucking crazy gaslighting campaign about the Thunderbolts because that film was fucking shit.
Correct.
I think it's a mix of both. I think there's some disingenuous accounts out there, and like I have to pay attention to them. It's not like and they're so dumb, but I think it's a mix of there is some guy in Malaysia who it's lost in translation, and then like Ian Miles Chung, and I think there's some people who are just disingenuous. It's definitely there for engagement, whatever. That's what Twitter is. But all they do is regurgitate stuff from articles wrong. Best example would be Snow White, which, hey, flopped twice in a month. Congratulations. Well done. They beat Morbius's record by mere days. Because Morbius was re-released within 2 months and a week of each other. This was this is actually within a month and 3.5 weeks.
I didn't even know they'd re-released it.
They did.
Wow.
Yes, they re-released Morbius because of the
No. Snow White.
Oh, Snow White. They did. Oh, okay. So they re-released Snow White over Mother's Day weekend here in the States. They gave it to 1,300 theaters. And I think it was Hollywood Handle who came out and said, 1,300 theaters, it made $210,000, and that averages $50 per theater. Well, basic math would show that was wrong. And by the way, it made $360,000 over the weekend, which is still terrible. And it averaged $285 per theater.
Hey, shout out Melissa in the chat.
Is Melissa in the chat?
Yes, she is.
Hey.
She wanted to see your fuzzy face. She said.
did. Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
That's nice.
So cute.
Thanks, babe. It's kind of boring here.
It's
It's brutal. There's no dogs. There's no wife. The kids, fuck, they can go. But hey, one of the kids being gone, I have like a storage room for comic books that I can go through that I've really needed. So thanks for moving out. But yeah, it's kind of sucked. But I digress. Snow White. So they got the math totally wrong on that. They don't correct it, and they get it wrong all the time. They kept on running with that $425 million. I'm dumb. Break even number for Captain African American, which it didn't hit, which wasn't true. And I don't. Thunderbolts didn't cost as much as Cap, so it does not have to make like $800 million. If it makes $500 million, it breaks even. That would be my guess, and that's being nice. And
yes,
we'll see. We'll see if it does. But it's been super gaslighting, like completely. For a movie that was probably the best of the worst, but it's still pretty bad.
I don't even think that. It's just shit.
Well, I would put it above the Marvels. I would put it above Shang-Chi. Yeah. There's like moments I rooted for in this movie. So like if you go down the list, would I watch Thunderbolts before Black Widow? Yes. Would I watch Doctor Strange?
Would you ever watch it again?
No. But we're talking gun to the head. You have a choice: Doctor Strange Mom or Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it's gonna be Thunderbolts.
Which is the shortest?
Thunderbolts is shorter. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
But yeah. Hi, X-Ray.
Yeah,
girl.
Walker did nothing wrong, but they make him a buffoon.
He still came out
making the butt of everything.
50-50. I swear to God, he's got moments in there where he's smart and that he protects people, but then he's also a clown randomly. It's really annoying.
Hi.
He was still my favorite.
Yeah. John Walker did nothing wrong. Hi, X-Ray girl. How you doing?
Hi. I'm good. I just came back from Boston. Went to a gaming convention called PAX East. I thought I'd let you know because I know you're like the biggest gamer streamer ever, Gary.
Yeah. So you went scouting for me, right? For all the games I'm not going to play.
Research. I think we should see the three of these guys here do an Elden Ring Night Rain run and see how long they last between the three of them.
I wouldn't make it out of like putting my costume on.
We would be with you, Gary.
Yeah, if you can figure it out. There's no fall damage in that game, so I think you're fine.
Are there doors?
You might get killed. No doors.
Oh shit, I got it. Let's go.
Are you sure there's no doors?
There's no doors because it's kind of like a Fortnite style where they force you to go where the boss is eventually. Zone in on a map. It's a procedurally generated map, and we saw a full playthrough of it. You choose between 8 character classes, and then you level up by killing things. And then I honestly, I don't think I'm going to be very good at the game. I'm interested in it anyways, but I would love to see you guys play it.
Well, I reckon I'm definitely on board with that.
So there's a couple other games.
I'd be up for a real BBC Elden Ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
there's no doors.
I don't really
so Gary
play video gaming. That's not really. I like comics.
There's a couple other games that looked fun too, but that one stood out as well as the Dune Awakening one. Which I can't wait to play that one as well. Did you play the beta as?
Yeah, I did on Sunday. I saw you. I was lurking in your stream yesterday, actually. And I was like, what's it doing on Monday? I thought it was closing on Sunday.
Thank God it was open for today because I had no chance to play it until today or yesterday. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. And just towards the end of the stream, it's like really kind of clicking with the building. So it looks like it can make some pretty funky places.
Yeah. I flew the Ornithopter. They had a couple of demos you could play. And that once you get the shooting on that would be so freaking fun to fly around the map with that thing. Anyways, because that's exactly
what was that sound again?
That's
all I heard. That's bad. That's bad. Hey, so there was an announcement yesterday morning. I totally knew what it was, by the way, the whole time. I did. Saints and Sinners, a comic anthology from the Rippaverse featuring yes, featuring Eric July, the Saska sisters, Heels versus Babyface as Terrence Von Higginbottom. MauLer doxes himself with it.
Did you know you doxed yourself?
Did you know you doxed yourself, dude? I'm like, I had to look at that and go, oh yeah.
I don't understand how people do it. It was funny. I saw someone super chat this that they were like, if ever you've done a Streamlabs, you get his name. It's the most straightforward shit. It's like, it's not hidden at all. Someone said like, oh, you can Google it and find it. It's like, it's easier than that. I have my email on my YouTube. You can see it right now.
Yeah.
It's not hidden, I swear.
God, there's some other person on it. The Critical Drinker. Yeah. That's the whole lineup, right?
I think so. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole lineup.
And Drunk 3PO.
No, you ruined the joke. God damn it, X-Ray Girl.
I legitimately did forget him. I'm
okay. You recovered a little bit. You recovered a little bit. All right, that's good.
I went to the site to check. I'm sorry, Jay.
I know she's not.
I got the Jades. That's why.
He does too. He's on a fast. So I just want to, if he's out there, Jay. I had some wonderful scrambled eggs made with butter, not with milk. And you make it in a pot. My son taught me how to make this, and it's just these fluffy, gorgeous, delicious eggs with some perfectly. Oh, a big fucking chunk.
I'm on a fast as well.
A big like heart attack chunk in there. Just mixed it up, and then I made bacon like perfectly, not too.
Hey Gary, have you ever been? Because America have that heart attack grill. It's like a famously crazy restaurant. Have you been there?
America is a heart attack grill.
Yeah, but this one they dress you up in like a gown, like a hospital gown and stuff.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
want to try going there at some
Dude,
point.
There's places in Vegas that like you got to pay like $1,000, but you get this fucking massive steak and they bring it out. There's.
Well, because they have a little weighing scale at the front of the shop, and I think if you weigh over 400 pounds, you get to eat for free.
Because you're not living very long. You might not survive to pay the bill anyway.
That's what their menu items are all replaced with like, triple bypass or they renamed them all like diseases and operations.
Oh my God.
My kind of place.
That is so America. And in Thailand, you have the thing that's like, the skinnier you are, the bigger percentage off you get on your meal.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Damn.
Well, different values.
All the lady boys are skinny in Thailand. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you know that, Gary?
There's a lot of people who go over there. There's some people who went over there from my comic store a lot. And I'm like, why do you go to? I didn't know. But the guy's like, he was a game programmer, right? So I just got back from Thailand. I'm like, why do you go to Thailand so much? Some questions you just don't want answered.
I thought it was because it's cheap to live there.
I just thought people like the country. I just like it's a beautiful place.
That too. Not the lady boys. Aren't there lady boys in America?
Well, I think it was I think their narrative is the ladies, but who knows?
Oh, well.
Who knows? Who?
Not when you take their pants off.
All right, let's get into Saints and Sinners trailer.
What a segue, X-Ray Girl. Thank you.
This is the perfect setup.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
From Lady Boys to Saints and Sinners.
Oh, God.
I am not the only one drawn to this place. With each passing day, more converge upon Earth. Pilgrims await. Some already arrived. Others still walking paths they do not yet understand. This gathering intrigues me. They exist in the space between heaven and hell, Their choices now will carve the shape of their eternity. But do they truly know what they are? What forces stir beneath their feet while they play their part on the board? Pawns, perhaps. Or something far more significant. Death lingers near. Yet the dead do not rest. Their whispers grow louder. Their stories claw to the surface. Deeds once buried in shadow now stray for the light. These saints, these sinners, they are unlike any I've seen. Complex, flawed, powerful. Some barely cling to their soul.
Who's that guy?
Others shine so brightly, I dare not look away. They have been chosen for what lies ahead, and nothing in this world or the next will ever be the same. I must watch them, for within this fractured group lies the thread to a mystery far greater than they can fathom. And soon, it will unravel.
Yeah. I already got all that. I got the all-in-one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the cards with that.
I did get. I got two of them,
Yeah.
so I can do a giveaway too. So we'll do a giveaway of an all-in-one. But yeah,
Yep.
here they
and
are.
look at this. Damn.
$89,000
You
one
need-
day.
No, you need to refresh that. It's on 98,000.
Oh,
at the minute.
what?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I
on-
refreshed. It didn't work.
No, I got it. 2,731 books sold. $98,108
Wow.
in a day.
Oh my.
So there's different packages you can buy. There's cards, shirt, different covers.
Yeah, Morley, myself, Drinker, and Jay, we all have a cover specific to our stories. So cover A is mine, cover B is MauLer's, cover C is Drinker's, and cover D is Jay's. And then we have a fifth book, a fifth cover, and that fifth cover is a mix of all the characters from our stories appearing on the one. So pick your favorite cover, or if you're a little bit flush and you fancy get them all, or just get your favorites, whichever you want. But yeah, 5 covers. If we hit certain stretch goals, if we hit 5,000 books sold, then a hardcover will come in, and that will have artwork from the stories by the Soska sisters who put this together. So big ups to the Soska sisters and Eric
That's
July as
awesome.
well. And then we got a couple of other perks as well if we hit these stretch goals. So yeah, very, very exciting times right now.
Brilliant.
Well, link is in the description, as well as I'm sure the mods are throwing in the links in the chat.
Yeah,
so.
let's hit 100K on the stream chat, please. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
I know.
The launch stream was really funny because I think Jay felt the same way as almost all of us, being like, wait, can I say, what am I allowed to say? You sort of squirrel out little bits like, I can say this. Yes, I can say this. Good.
Yeah, so my story is centered around Ingrid Valdez, member of Alpha Corps. She's going on her first solo adventure. And there are things that which I was going to say, which I decided just not to say. The cover, I think, shows that things don't go quite according to plan for her in this story. So I think I want to kind of like leave it there. Morley, do you wanna explain your little?
I mean, the streamlined way to explain mine is a intrepid group of explorers, for reasons that will become clear in the story, are looking deep into a temple of sorts, and they're gonna maybe come across some warnings, some clues as to what they're involved in, and well, who knows what'll happen the further they go.
Now, I will say this, and I don't think I'm speaking out loud. By the way, I've seen bits of Morley's story, and it's looking like it's going to be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen an itsy bitsy one thing from, which is very cool.
It's looking. I would legit get excited. I would legit get excited.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be out of order here, chat. But if you guys like these stories, if you like what we've done, either myself, Jay, Drinker, or MauLer, then there is scope to continue. And not necessarily in the short format that it is, because these are 15-page stories. These are short stories in longer form. So if you do likey, make your voice heard. And who knows what's in the works.
Who knows?
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. All I know is
In the next half hour.
The boys were very excited about this. They were dying to talk about it, but they couldn't.
It is literally. I was checking the emails. It was the 14th of May last year.
Yeah.
That I confirmed that I would do a story for Saints and Sinners. So this literally has been a year in the making, and we've managed to keep it all hush hush secret for a whole year. It's nuts.
Yeah, I've been on at the end of EFABs for updates on work. I'm like, major projects. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't blab accidentally.
Here we are.
Almost did a couple times, but it's okay. You guys obviously never noticed.
No. Anything you guys doing? No. You sure? Yes. You positive? No. Comic book related? No. Rivers? No. NDA. We're under NDA, you know. Go buy it. Please.
I was like, it's like gonna say I didn't sign one.
But yeah, please go support if you would like to support. It's very exciting times.
Yeah,
very exciting times. Yeah,
I can't wait to see this. Again, I got the all-in-one, which was $270, and a lucky winner on our Instagram giveaways. Once we get everything, once I get the whole package, we're gonna give it away.
And this is legit the first story I've ever written.
Same.
Yes.
It was fun to plan it all out and to have the feedback, support, and inspiration. And not only that, but it was fun to refine it, get it back and forth, and then finalize it. And man, the artwork, you already see snippets of it for the promotional stuff. It's just like, yeah.
You got Will Conrad. Will Conrad, absolutely phenomenal artist. He really is. I got Diogenes Neves, great artist. It's such good fun working with the artists and working together with them. When pages were coming in, it was just such an exciting time to see the pages. And that the I Want It All at 270. That comes with all 5 covers, poster,
cards, T-shirt,
and
the trading cards. Yeah,
it comes with the card set. And these lenticular cards are fucking gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, there's also options just to get the books. You can get each book by itself if you want. Just get a T-shirt. All kinds of options. Go check it out. Go check it out if you can. What do you want to start with? Boys and girl.
Dr. Pooh?
Why not?
Get it out of the way.
What?
Oh, God. If you want to get that article, as you went over it Sunday.
Yeah, I still got it, actually. Yeah,
so, last week, to build this up, okay, this season, I tweeted about this or
There you go.
posted or whatever, but this season is a direct response to fan criticism. There is no question about it at all. The only thing this is cope about the fan criticism of the show since the late Capaldi era. And in my mind, they knew they only had 2 seasons, so that the last one was just going to be a giant middle finger to the fans. Now,
I don't think so.
Oh,
Dude,
I know so because I've watched. Dude,
Jinx Monsoon
I
said.
watched the episodes. I know it is.
Oh no! I mean,
know
I
it
don't
is.
think they thought it was going to be 2 and out. I think they were just like, yes, this is what people want. This is going to go great. People are going to go, yeah, this is awesome. Doctor Who's back, baby. We need more racism and hatred towards the UK.
I think Russell gave hints that he was if it was to continue, like he would continue it as like an EP, not as a showrunner. He gave little hints like, I'm going to get it going and then I'm going to, it turns out this is it. And I think that they knew, like how in the fuck, unless they're completely fucking clueless. And I don't think they are. I just don't think they can get past their own their narcissism and the fact that they're wrong. So they're going to entrench themselves and just go down with the fucking ship. And good, go down with the fucking ship. I could care fucking less. But this is a direct response to fan criticism. It's a middle finger. The problem is with the middle finger, people actually have to see it to possibly be offended by it, and they're not. They're fucking not. So this last episode, the previous episode, guys, you remember, I told you that the bad guy was a white straight podcaster / streamer.
Yeah.
Worst bad guy in the history of Doctor Who. Showed zero empathy or sympathy by the Doctor. Like from the get-go. Not in the beginning, from the get-go. So they follow it up. It's incomprehensible, guys. I couldn't tell you what it's about, but I'm going to describe it and see if you can make sense of it. The Doctor, who is now in blackface, wants to feel a sense of community, so he goes to Nigeria, which is actually Wakanda, to go visit a barbershop to feel a sense of community with a barber, although he doesn't get haircuts. He just likes to talk with him and tell stories. He arrives at Wakanda, Nigeria, and it's just the most peaceful place on earth. Man, men and women living together in equality.
Tell them you're gay.
Jesus.
See what happens.
And then he makes it to the barbershop, but there's something wrong. There's a bunch of signs saying stay away. So he goes in the barbershop, and it turns out that the barber and 3 random customers are getting their hair cut over and over again by a former human who was actually the writer of all the stories of the universe. And
what Susan Twist woman or something?
No.
Okay, because I have not followed that season.
Okay, so this is, it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to the a couple episodes in season 1. But okay, so there's a barber there. He was formerly a human, and then he went to write stories that the gods stole from him. So he made a ship that the inside of it is a barbershop where he cuts hair with a African clipper that's got like a little African mask on it. And whoever he's cutting their hair, they have to tell a story that powers the engine of the ship. So every time he cuts the hair and he sits them down, their afros grow back, dude. Their afros grow back. It's so fucking funny. So the inside of this ship is a barbershop. The outside is a giant spider machine that's going through a web. And the web are all the stories of the universe. And he's going to kill the gods for stealing his stories. It's about intellectual property theft and cultural appropriation. And they all have to tell like little anecdotal stories about Nigeria and Africa. And
so is this when liberals tried to steal white culture and pass it off as other people's?
Cultural appropriation, yes. So he's got an assistant who was one of the god's daughters, and she's helping him because she wants to get back at her daddy. who in the show they show her daddy, and it's clearly a woman. It's clear it's the Nancy, and it's clearly a woman. She sees the doctor, recognizes him for some reason, and is mad because like he didn't take her away over some bet or something. And they have a quick scene where they're behind her. They switch the camera, and you see Shooty, and you go behind her head, and then you see the first black female doctor played by Joe Martin. So confirm that she was the first black female lesbian doctor played by Joe Martin in a quick scene.
Why would they? What would make that happen?
What would make it happen? It was supposed to be he was still Shooty, but she was seeing her, and they wanted to show you that they were totally lesbos back then. That's
okay.
But what would make it happen? Nothing would make it happen. It was just to show, hey, lesbians.
Why'd you say that like chicken jockey?
Oh, I don't know. Lesbians. I don't know. Lesbians.
Chicken lesbian.
Chicken lesbians.
Chicken lesbians.
So they wrap everything up by the doctor basically shows this bad guy, because he's black, a lot of sympathy and talks him down, and he ends up destroying his spider machine that the inside of it is an African barbershop in Nigeria. And they let everybody go. And then they give him the barbershop. The end.
Don't you just like it when an immigrant leaves a country that's brutal, violent, comes to another country, and then shits all over the new country they came to, where it's safe for them to be, while romanticizing about the country that they immigrated from because of how violent and disgraceful and disgusting it was. Don't you just love that?
It's great. Don't you love when a Time Lord at the beginning of an episode, who's thousands of years old and been all across the universe, different dimensions, seen every form of life known to man, puts on blackface and needs to go to Nigeria to feel safe? And it's the only place he's ever felt accepted?
Yeah, well, since he did those, didn't he say, because I did watch Disbrew's review this week, because it seemed to be a hell of an episode. Didn't he say that he felt at home in Africa now that he had black skin?
He literally says that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He says, now that I got black skin, this is the only place I feel safe. Because he said there's countries around the world where you're not accepted anymore. Places around the world you're not accepted. And we know for a fact that he wasn't talking about Russia and China and stuff like that. He was clearly alluding the West.
Yes. The 2,000-year-old Time Lord who was just a chick. Oh, and by the way, a black lesbian.
Oh, he's been everything at this point. I was going to say, Gary, do you remember when we found out that Rhodey had been a Skrull since Civil War, which meant Rhodey gave Sam sort of, man-to-man advice about being a black Captain America when he was a green alien.
A female green alien, by the way. Don't forget that one.
It actually starts to evoke like Tropic Thunder,
It does.
A dude playing a dude playing a dude.
Oh, later on, remind me to play that clip, that behind-the-scenes clip I shared with you guys. I forgot about that. It is fucking hilarious, from Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It is so good. We'll play it later. I had completely forgotten about that. I'm like, oh, my God. It is the greatest thing ever.
What do you mean, you people?
I know. But this whole review is like, this is such an important episode. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Doctor Who Series 15, Episode 5 review.
Well,
should
we see the ratings first?
Yes.
Let me share the ratings, because the consolidated are in for last week. And the consolidated is almost lower than the lowest overnight was in the old run. But this is Dave Cullen gave these numbers here, which I believe which are not correct. This is the number. These This column here, this is the consolidated. This is what the technical final result is. The +4 means these have got multiple views in the same household. So there's no new households in these numbers here. So last week brought in 2.51 consolidated.
Oof.
Ouch.
And this week did 1.59, which is just 10,000 higher than the second lowest ever, and obviously just 90,000 above the lowest ever. But these 5 here are the 5 lowest ratings of all time. And Russell T. Davis and Ncuti Gatwa now hold the record of the top 10 lowest Doctor Who ratings of all time. They have swept the board. They have all 10 places.
Well done.
All 10.
Well done, mate.
Deserved. So, can it get lower? I think after this week's episode, I would say probably.
Yeah, I'd say there's one more chance for it to get lower, and then I think some spiked interest will be in the last episode because it's the last episode ever.
Yeah.
But we thought that with last season, and then because it was a 2-parter, and then the first part was like one of the lowest, if not the lowest, overnight. So
I'm just, curiosity factor to see if Ncuti Gatwa regenerates into nothing.
But he's not going to regenerate.
Well, they said they shot a regenerate.
He's going to bi-generate.
Oh, he's going to.
They already bi-generate everybody. You can't bi-generate a bi-generate. That's a quad.
He's going to polygenerate.
He's generate fluid.
Yeah. There's going to be multiple.
Oh, Jesus.
Multiple fucking smelly lesbians and cucks and shit.
Freaking
he's gonna regenerate smelly.
There's a scene.
It's gotta be smelly.
There's a scene where they show all the old doctors in it, and they're trying to and it just makes it so much worse. It's a scene kind of like the 11th Hour, where he's like, "I've been so many things," and then there's a TV and it shows all the doctors, right? And then it pops in Jodie, and then her, whatever it. And it just made it worse, dude. I'm like, good God. But
didn't he also allude that he was in love with the barber?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Didn't Millie Gibson just say, "Just get over it and watch"? And my response was just,
"It's beautiful and something," she said. "Just get over it and watch it. It's beautiful and something."
Just cancel it and get it over with. Just cancel it and get it over with, please. I've never rooted so hard for a show to get fucking canceled. Jesus Christ, just end it. Which we are 3 weeks away from that happening. Of course, they will never admit it. We're going on a brief hiatus.
An intended, purposeful
hiatus.
Much like it's happened with many great shows. What did he say? It's going to be like fucking a classic British story, like a Robin Hood or a King Arthur, you know? It's like, shut the fuck
up. Remember, it only took 16 years for the Doctor to return from the last cancellation to get onto the small screen again. There was the 896 McCann, but that was the US, not the UK. So technically, it took 16 years.
Still the best TARDIS interior ever.
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Best TARDIS interior ever. Best console room. But Sylvester McCoy's were actually good though. I think it was just people were tired back then, but those are good
Michael
episodes.
Grade wanted it gone. He hated Doctor Who. He wanted it gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be a repeating factor for that commie organization known as the BBC. They just want things gone, like Top Gear. There's a lot of videos.
They didn't want Top Gear gone. They wanted
Jeremy Clarkson gone.
Version of Top Gear. Yeah.
They wanted Jeremy Clarkson gone.
Yeah.
There's lots of videos out there and I've watched them all. Lots of people who break that down. Great. And it's So now there's no Top Gear.
100K.
Damn.
100,166 so far, guys. You're freaking amazing.
Hey, thank you.
Well.
Like $1 million in Canadian.
Yeah, 2 billion Canadian.
That's not far away.
Probably not.
It's not far away. We don't have to bring the article.
I was just gonna say on the comparison with the McCoy era, it is kind of like, you know, it's not bringing in enough viewers. You're gonna have to scuttle it away, and some people are working against it. Oh well. In this case, I think everything that could possibly go wrong is wrong. As in, the audience don't believe you can make it anymore. The audience are not even interested. You've killed it so hard, the audience aren't even like holding out hope. You know that maybe it'll get better. And then of course, like all of the designs of the stories are just fucked. And it's in an era where everything is getting destroyed anyway. So it's just like, please leave. And I say that, it was like that years ago. At this point, this is a corpse smelled up the room that is slightly alive, I guess, and it can crawl out. We're like, please do. We can't touch you. We might get infected.
It's a zombie franchise. Like,
got like one finger crawling across the room, just like to the door.
Like Doctor Who, there was a time it was selling lots of comics. It was selling lots of books. There was
toys
here in the US. There's a place called Walgreens. You could find Doctor Who toys in Walgreens. That's insane. Every Hot Topic had some shit. There was energy behind it. People talked about the stories. People broke down the theories. But we are, like MauLer said, we are years away from that now. That was
had
ancient history.
Our Toys R Us's here, when we had Toys R Us, they would have huge sections, just Doctor Who, and it'd be playing the parts from the Utopia trilogy, and it'd be playing voice from that, and it'd have so much merchandise, from the figures to TARDIS to all kinds of different Doctor Who, and it was a massive. We're not talking small. We're talking like colossal area dedicated purely to Doctor Who, and
it had some of the best action figures, some of the best sculpts. So they weren't like statue figures, so they were like 5 points of articulation, but they all looked like the characters. The paint jobs were great. They had fucking cool versions of the David Tennant the 9th and 10th Doctor console. I have a couple of them. Fully operational. That it moves, it lights up, it makes like a bunch of different sounds. It's fucking cool as fuck. Now,
you taught me into getting one,
dude. They're great.
So I got one. Yeah,
it is absolutely fantastic. It's like one of the best like toys ever. And they I think they re-released it a few years back, but it's expensive as hell. But they have ground it into dust. Like there is no chance. And people say, well, maybe it'll come back in 10 years. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. This thing, Doctor Who had accomplished something that not a lot of franchises have. It had a resurgence with young people. So kids were getting into Doctor Who, and then they jumped out as quick as they came in once Jodie came around. Actually, it started happening in Capaldi. And then once Jodie came around, they were done. The thing is, the fans care more about the legacy of something than the actual company who owns it, unfortunately. And they will ground it in the dust, and then they'll blame us.
Of course.
And then all the people who made those decisions will be quietly fired. And they'll replace them with two new idiots.
Yeah, people they'll just do the same thing.
Same thing.
Over and over again. Yep.
It's really sad to see. Something that's so culturally important to Britain. Well, it used to be. I don't know what your country is now, but yeah.
Lost.
I was gonna say
that's the word I'm going to use.
Maybe
lost.
the TARDIS will be a magic carpet.
Doctor Who's current impact is the same as though it was cancelled a decade ago. At this point, may as well be.
It may as well be. We got 3 weeks of it left, and then it's gone forever. Will they admit it though? Not a chance. Shooty's going to go to Hollywood. He's going to make it big there, guys.
Nah. I don't think so.
Props to Matt Smith for not being a twat. Shout out. Just got to say that. Just got to say that.
Oh, did you see that Tennant also said that he has no desire to return to Doctor Who for a long time now?
No kidding. Why the fuck would you want to after that?
Well, it's not that he was totally behind it all.
Yeah,
He was
No,
totally behind all this.
I know that, but I mean, what do you think is really going on? He wouldn't even hesitate to say I ain't coming back. It's like I think they even know it's shit.
Yep.
He don't want to be tarnished.
He
Got
already
a
is.
little late for that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Really late for that.
as any more than he has been. But there again, the way he's been opening his mouth recently, he's not doing himself.
Obviously, his
many favors.
10 is safe in a sense, right? Like, who cares about the new canon? They fucking stapled on.
Yeah, 14 and 10 are different characters completely.
Yeah.
I don't
Remember,
think
they
he's
even
done,
made.
I don't think he's done himself any favors. I think his little game show is getting axed.
Yeah. He started a podcast, hasn't he, as well?
Oh boy, maybe he can go on with Gavin Newsom.
10-inch versus 10 mil.
10 mil today. 10 mil today. Jesus. Let's talk about R.I.P. Doctor Who, everybody. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's so good it made canon.
We hardly knew you.
I know. God, it made fucking canon as. That's so insane. That's so fucking insane. Okay.
Be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Superman's James Gunn is going to be dropping a trailer.
Dude, that was fucking genius.
Thank you.
Title.
Thank you.
Genius title. Superman's James Gunn. That is how it should be. That is legit. It should just be Superman in small letters, James Gunn. Perfect.
So it's got a trailer coming out tomorrow. Of course. So now we get a teaser for the trailer coming out tomorrow.
Of course.
I have a question. Are we going to hear Superman like say something?
Maybe
Other
he's
than
mute.
Probably not. He might make a weird face though.
Okay. You want to take a look at the teaser for the trailer tomorrow?
Oh, look, we've seen this before.
Yeah. Will we see anything new? Oh, turn that volume up. Actually, go.
It's as high as it can go.
What about your computer volume?
It's as high as it can go.
That's what he said. Start
Put
it
him.
over.
Sorry.
Start it over. We might miss that thing we've seen a million times before.
Okay, fine.
Oh, Gary, did you see the Peacemaker 2 trailer?
I did. We can watch it again. I'd have to cut it out, but like we can watch.
I
it again.
didn't. I've
we'll watch it next.
Zero interest in it.
We'll watch it next.
I just.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently we didn't go all the way to the end on FNT. Somebody like super chatted me, goes, "You guys didn't finish it." I'm all, "Oh, we didn't."
Oh, well, it was shit.
Shame.
Yeah, that's a shite.
Well, it's important. It's kind of important. So we'll watch this first.
James Gunn's Peacemaker's James Gunn's wife.
Shut up! You love Harcourt.
I don't even know her name.
I don't know why I know it. I think it's because of the amount of times it's been laughed at.
Man.
So there goes one scene here.
Just
that's
hit play
new.
from there.
Superman.
You excited yet?
I want to be.
I would love to be, and I am just dead on the inside with this.
I'm just gonna wait and see with this one. You know.
Yep. If we could walk out of it going, you know what? They had the most dog shit promotional thing in history,
Yes.
and it was a good movie. So,
That's what I would like to say.
Yes.
Yeah. The marketing was terrible because that film was really good.
that movie was really effing good. Well, Better Man. That's a good example of that. Fucking terrible marketing of a good movie.
Oh, you know what I watched? Warfare. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen Warfare yet. How is it?
Hyper recommendation. That might be my film of the year.
Okay.
You know, by the time we
Film
hit the
of
end of
the
the year.
year?
With the kids running into the fog.
No.
With the kids
Well, the
running
kids are running. They're running away.
Warfare is about war.
Oh,
It's a war movie.
which is the one about the kid? Oh, it's Weapons. Is it Weapons?
Weapons.
Is the one
Oh,
is the
no,
one you're talking about.
I
yeah.
really want to see Weapons though.
Weapons
as well.
looks
That one
cool.
looks interesting, but yeah, Warfare. I just got it recommended by like everybody, and I think it was funnily enough a super chat catch up with someone once again came with a message like, "You guys have got to see Warfare." And Drinker was like, "Yeah, I did. It was great." I was like, "Fine, you're all pestering me." That's how that works. And so I eventually watched it, and
It's Alex
yeah, I was
Garland.
quite surprised. I was expecting a more archetypal sort of war movie that has some solid writing and good characters, whatever. This is much more. I mean, it's A24 first of all. It's got a really great cast of people who you'll probably recognize from stuff, like like Will Poulter, he's in it. Cosmo Jarvis, you probably know him from random stuff. The guy who played, the guy who's going to play Johnny Storm. Why am I blanking on his name? Gary knows it.
Joseph Quinn.
That's the one. Joseph Quinn's in it. Yeah, just a handful of other guys, and I would say that it starts out. It's like a really solid just piece of an operation where it's being run essentially like 99% efficiently, and then something goes very, very wrong. It's super immersive, and by the way, it's one of those films I recommend everyone see it, but I'm also probably never going to watch it again.
Oh, one of those, huh?
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I got a couple movies I want to see. I want to see Fight or Flight, and that. But,
it's based on very real events, and the guy who's directing it, I'm pretty sure was in the operation.
Oh wow!
So it's
shit.
it felt super.
I thought
authentic.
it was Alex Garland. Did he like produce it or something like that? I thought he was involved.
I'd have to check the credits,
Yeah.
but they have a thing at the end of it where they show like the guys who were actually in the operation, checking out the set and stuff.
Oh,
cool.
It's very good. Very,
Cool.
very good film.
Excellent.
Wasn't what I was expecting. Easy recommendation.
So here's the Peacemaker season 2 trailer. Now, MauLer and I did not like Peacemaker season 1.
I definitely didn't. No, I
Yeah.
tried. I gave up.
Yeah.
And I'm not fond of the continuity issues. James Gunn has pissed me off with that as well.
Well,
Peacemaker deserved to be sacrificed, but he couldn't do it.
His wife needed a job.
But you know what?
Well,
Peacemaker, I guess we have to keep Henry Cavill Superman then, don't we, James?
well, no.
Oh,
If we watch this trailer, because this does lead directly into Superman, even though it's coming out like after Superman, but it's supposed to take place before Superman. So
that's going to be so confusing.
Why did they do it like that then? Was it intended to come out before first, or is it they fucked it up? That's a bit weird, isn't it?
I think the whole thing is weird. I thought, if you're going to get rid of Henry Cavill, you just start out clean. And
in terms of continuity issues, that's the least weird thing they've done.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fair.
But you're going to ask a lot of questions like what happened at the end of Peacemaker season 1. Peacemaker season 1. Where Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
Strong with James Gunn.
I mean, like I always want to bring this up. We've got to be a little careful, right? Because like Michael Rooker is a part of almost like a shit ton of James Gunn projects. No one's going to call that like nepotism in the form of Friends because he's an excellent actor. So it's like, and other directors have this. Quentin Tarantino is obviously one. Scorsese is one. Scorsese bringing in fucking De Niro constantly. It would be like, well, it's probably that they're friends at this point, not just that De Niro can pull off the acting. And so this is why Harcourt annoys me. But Sean Gunn, I'm less annoyed with because the guy has worked his ass off with a lot of films to do all of the mocap stuff. He's not done many characters though, as in like acting as characters.
Yeah,
he was good in Terminal List.
Give him a shot as a Max Lord, I guess, but. Like
he's not Max Lord. That's the thing.
I mean, I wouldn't.
It doesn't even look remotely like Maxwell Lord.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I guess it's just what I'm saying is like all directors seem to have their teams and stuff. It's just James Gunn's definitely pulling some favors, and we'll have to see how that spins out.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's Peacemaker from Peacemaker season 1. Or is that Peacemaker from Peacemaker season 2?
Like I give a fuck.
It's Peacemaker from the Superman universe, or is it Peacemaker from the Snyder universe, or is it another Peacemaker because he's in some kind of other dimension there? They had like pocket dimensions in the first one. So
Because they're setting up
they
pocket
stored all this
dimensions
shit.
for Lex Luthor
Yeah.
for the Superman film.
Where he keeps his girlfriends and has the troll monkeys.
Yeah.
Hashtag
And then
super
Jimmy
shit.
Olsen felts him and starts fucking his
Jimmy Olsen felt
I
him.
just- Okay, the simulation's broken, guys.
Stop!
Shut it down. Like, the code is clearly unraveling. Like
Jimmy Olsen, the James Gunn self-insert, by the way.
Christ.
Oh man. So yeah, that's the ending we didn't see. That comes out in August, so that's after Superman. So I'm sure this will all get explained beforehand, and a very coherent opening to James Gunn's James Gunn verse. I don't Rick Flag Sr. I like Frank Grillo. I think
I like Frank Grillo a lot.
Frank Grillo getting work is cool with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I didn't like that Rick Flag died in the Suicide Squad. Thought Joel Kinnaman was good Rick Flag, but no. Nope. We had to keep John Cena. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Xena.
John Cena. Yeah, so and all we know about Superman right now is crypto, which I like we talked about earlier. I'm fine with crypto. I'm fine with getting into the comic bookness of Superman if it's done right. But did you hear the Kent house is going to be a double wide? It's not going to be a farmhouse. It's a double wide trailer.
What?
Because that's what James Gunn saw when he was a kid. He saw farmers with double wides. See, everything is like what James Gunn experienced, what he saw. I saw him tweet about his cat, right? And it was like, listen, I love fucking pets. I'm a dog owner. I've owned cats. Dogs are better than cats, but fine. Like, people love their animals. I watch the cutesy little animal videos on Twitter all the time. Big fan. But he like talks about his cat like it's his fucking kid. And I was going to respond to this as I was going to say, well, maybe you should try having a kid. Then I remembered who I was going to be responding to. I'm like, no, maybe you should just have a cat. So I just deleted a tweet. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bad suggestion.
Yeah, maybe don't have kids, actually.
Maybe don't.
Based off the parties and the
Tell
pictures
you what,
and
Hollywood,
the tweets
don't
that you posted.
reproduce. Don't have children. The entire industry.
Oy. No, it was all just out of context. He was young. He was silly. Wait, hold on. He was 42 at the time. Oh, okay. 42 at the time.
That's not young.
No. Not really.
Not really.
Well, fingers crossed Superman touches him in his funny place this July.
Oh, while we're on trailers, you want to check out a new trailer? Is this new?
If this is Ironheart,
Oh my God, Nobody
kill
Too?
you.
Yeah.
No,
That's not new?
Ooh.
that is new.
Okay, I just asked if it was new and you said no.
No.
Oh, I
You're
think I was
confusing
talking
me.
to Az.
Okay.
And then I got
Yeah.
confused. And
Just play
then...
that.
Sorry, Az.
Oh, wait, is it Ironheart or Nobody 2?
Nobody too. Ironheart hasn't dropped yet.
Oh, good. No, I'm
Nobody.
good. Nobody 2.
Okay, the
I like
the trailer for Ironheart isn't out, but there is a behind the scenes
All right, we'll get to that later.
that was just dropped. So
We will get to, and maybe that's what they meant. Because it was like what MCU fucking Spurg or whatever fucking account said there's going to be an Ironheart trailer today. And if there is, we'll watch it. But since we're on trailers, let's cleanse our palate a little bit. I really liked the first movie.
Oh, so
Nice.
I told you. I'm on fucking vacation!
Yes.
That looks fun.
that
Yes.
is- oh,
That
They've
looks
kept
fun.
what worked about the first one intact.
Yeah.
That's the good thing.
Yeah.
now I want to watch the first one again.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say, this looks slightly lighter in tone than the first one.
Yeah, because the first one's first half gets pretty
Yeah,
serious.
it's
so
very-
far. But it looks like they're leaning more into the goof.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, you can tell that they're as well working with like people like environmental kills, just using whatever's around. It's always fun because the bus fight scene in the first one's great.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. And then
So,
when
yeah.
it goes around to that couple's house, I really liked that.
Well, because he did the end of Better Call Saul after Nobody, and didn't he have like a stroke on set?
Yeah.
Heart
heart
stroke
attack.
or heart attack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very worried about that, but it looks like he's back up and at it.
Better Call Saul is such a fucking good show. Oh my god.
Well, just what a miracle to rely on too, because you know he's an excellent actor, and they had him for what was it, 6 seasons, 7 seasons?
Yeah.
Whole thing.
No. Just this comedian turned into such a great dramatic actor. Well, a lot of them do though.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
I was gonna say you got House would be an example too, right?
Yep.
Hugh Laurie doing all that.
I need to
You
rewatch
could
House.
say it about Breaking Bad to an extent, right? Bryan Cranston did a lot of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
comedy.
Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah.
And then the same thing goes the reverse, right? Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe, I mean, Az is very excited about Liam Neeson doing the
Uh-huh.
same thing with the reboot of Naked Gun.
When's
I
that
was
coming
trying
out
to
again?
tell him like he should worry about that. I don't think it's going to be good, but he was like, "No, it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Perfect casting, perfect tone.
I hope
Perfect.
it's good. We need a good comedy. Dude,
It ain't going to be."
we can't fucking show it because we'll get like we can show this stuff, but I can't. But did you guys see the Kung Fury 2 leaked sizzle
Yes.
reel? Holy
Yeah.
shit. That looks great, dude.
Looks like so much fun.
It looks
Can we show the weapons trailer? Because it seems like we all talked about it, but we haven't actually like done a thing on a show for it.
Yeah, we can show the weapons trailer.
It's a movie called Weapons.
Yep.
To not confuse anybody.
Oh my god, the
A
Kung
lot of
Fury 2.
birds.
I wish we could show it. That was I rewatched it like 10 times in a row. It was so good.
No, I want to watch that. I want to watch that then. I want to watch that trailer. See what it's about.
I could show it to you after. Yeah, like they
Okay.
like, it's getting pulled everywhere because it's the movie's in Rights Hell. I think it was, what was it filmed, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Since Michael Fassbender's in it, right? So it's in some kind of Rights Hell right now. And dude, Variety or Hollywood Reporter even wrote up that the sizzle reel leaked. And I'm sure it leaked to like get shit going.
Yeah.
But damn, I need to see this movie. So I hope they work shit out. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was filmed. It was supposed to come out in 2020 or 2021. And the first Kung Fury is so insane. It's such a fever dream. That's brilliant. China is asshole.
China.
Fucking China. It rhymes with
Vagina.
He's right, you know.
yes.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Did you?
I detect no lies.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This is where the story really starts.
It's so creepy.
That's good.
Well, it does
Ah.
well with the trailer, doesn't it? It's like,
Uh-huh.
I want to see that. I want to see
Ah.
what's going on in there.
So what's all that about, eh?
Oh.
Just a
It's a little
bit.
bit creepy. But yeah, that's Julia Gardner
Gardner.
or whatever,
That's
right?
female
Gardner?
Silver Surfer.
She
Yes.
is.
They're reshooting scenes with her. so they can give her an origin and double down on it. But she'd probably be pretty good in this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, she was in all of Ozark, and she can act for sure. So
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure, absolutely. But there's a lot of people who can act who've been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and then they forget.
you mean like 99%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great directors who are like Sam Raimi, one of my all-time favorite directors, who go to the MCU and direct shit.
Perish. Look
Perish.
at we have actors who acted in the MCU and then don't act later. Sebastian Stan, look at him go. He just sort of gave up on that.
Dude, he mailed it in. And it's crazy is he gets an Academy Award nomination. Not that that means shit, but and then he gets fucking just pushed aside in 2 movies in a row. 2 movies
I
should
would
have
be
led.
so pissed if I were him.
Yeah.
It's all that work. He's been there since Cap 1.
Yes.
I know nobody gives a shit,
Dude.
but Don Cheadle's, Rhodey, Iron Man 2 is where he was, but technically Rhodey's been there since the first movie in the MCU.
And then when they make a new Avengers, they make fucking Yelena the leader.
Well, it's between her and Captain Marvel, right? You're talking about, the new Avengers.
At the end of Thunderbolts, they made her the fucking leader.
Yeah.
Based on what? A hug?
She was there at the right time.
It's
that meaningful.
It's that meaningful. Florence.
Why don't they just fucking arrest the woman?
Why would you work for her? Are you insane? She'll kill you.
Yeah. Oh, we run you now. It's like, she's the one who runs an entire organization.
You can just gas them at any time.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Why didn't Walker get his shield fixed? It's still a taco.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and then they made fun of him at the end with that cover.
Well, remember, anytime Alexi is not in the screen, John Walker is the replacement punching bag. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like how both of them were bad dads in that film.
What is this? What I got to look at this now. Could you pull that article up? The one I'm looking. Can you see what I'm looking at? X-ray girl. Gender neutral bathrooms and land acknowledgements. California's new diversity rules on film sets will take effect on July 1st. What? And this is from Variety. You see what I'm looking at, X-ray girl? I'm sorry, what? Okay.
Sorry, it was a new article I hadn't pulled up, so at the time.
Okay, as you guys know, the tariffs are still in the conversation. Whether they're applicable or not, nobody has an answer. But they definitely were useful. That just one post and one little conversation the president had outside of a helicopter has freaked Hollywood out, freaked the entertainment industry out. They're talking about it at the Cannes Film Festival today. And
wait, is that the same Cannes Film Festival that banned nudity or whatever?
Same one that banned nipples, which, like, fuck. That was the only reason to look at it.
Did you see the shit about, like, Halle Berry had to change her clothing now because they've banned nudity?
Yeah.
I was like, what? That sentence doesn't make any sense. Like, you had to change your clothing because nudity's not allowed.
Yeah.
I just got it. Sorry. A little slow on the uptake on that one, MauLer. Oh, God. So, yeah, they're still talking about it. And the fact of the matter is, tariffs as they're defined aren't going to fix it. What's going to fix it is California, because Hollywood's in California. So they're trying to, I don't know why Trump is trying to save Hollywood. I don't. But he's trying to keep at least American productions here. It might not necessarily be in Hollywood, whatever. States can compete against each other all day long. A state can go out there tomorrow, or at least through some major legislation, and match what the UK does. And Georgia kind of does that. That's why there's a lot of production going to Georgia. But UK has sweetened the deal. There's a lot of reasons, and I'll just try to keep it simple. It's caps. There's caps on the tax rebates you get, the reductions you get. Like The UK will give you a tax reduction on the total, and I'm gonna I could be getting some of this wrong, but just to simplify it, on like the total budget of the film. Where if you go to Georgia, they don't count like the big Robert De Niro's pay or something like that if they film a movie with Robert De Niro. So there's little caps on it here and there. What the biggest problem is unions and the state of California who march lockstep. They are the same thing. They donate. These pictures are the same fucking thing. And what they are is a set of excessive regulations, but you don't just have state regulations. You have the corporate regulations and the union multiple union regulations. So not just one. You're dealing with 3 to 4 major unions who have their own regulations, the state regulations, the corporate regulations. And then you wonder why is everybody leaving Hollywood? It's like, because Jim Agnew was on Film Threat, and this is one story. He told a story of that independent studio, independent production, was going to shoot on location, and they gave a fake address of the location to trick the union people who would show up and say, you can't have that key grip, you got to have ours. Who makes instead of $300 an hour, who makes $3,000 an hour. I'm not getting that. It's just an example.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're leaving California. They're overtaxed. They're overregulated. Everything's fucking expensive. Gas is between depending on where you are, $5 and $7 a gallon. You need trucks. You need transportation. You need catering. You need it affects everything. That's why they're leaving. And Jim Agnew, and he's right, said they're not coming back. They're not. There's no way. By the way, they're asking Gavin Newsom to fix it again. So you're asking the arsonist to put out the fire. So now we have this. I just saw the headline. So gender neutral bathrooms and land acknowledgements. How California's film diversity rules will and won't change life on set. Are they seriously saying you have to do a land acknowledgement before you start a production? Fuck,
shut the fuck up.
Fucking UCLA. Fuck UCLA. The UC system is a fucking Marxist organization. Fuck these motherfuckers. If you pay hundreds of $1,000s to send your kid there, I don't want you to be all surprised when they come back. Little Johnny comes back, little Sally, and he's still a he, and he hates you. Amid hostility from the Trump administration, studios have ditched many of their commitments to DEI, and recent UCLA report also showed a reversal last year in diverse representation in theatrical films after several years of gains. I personally I've heard a lot of chit chat about this. I haven't seen a lot of action yet, I'll just say. But on July 1st, California will impose rules meant to ensure the film and TV production that receives state tax incentives hire diverse workforce both on screen and behind camera. This is why productions are leaving California. It's all the caveats put on the shitty tax incentives. By the way, taxation is theft. And I'm sure they have these in the UK as well. I'm sure they have these in Georgia, but I'm sure they're much worse in California. Whether that will actually happen, however, is another question. Under regulations issued by the California Film Commission, productions will not be allowed to establish concrete hiring targets to achieve their goals. The regulations suggest they do things like provide gender-neutral bathrooms and issue land acknowledgements on set to honor native tribes.
Well, I was just thinking, you know all about this, Gary. You know that there was potentially life long before humans even arrived on Earth. Shouldn't we acknowledge them?
See, bless you, MauLer.
Mm-hmm.
There are no, that we know of, there are no indigenous people to the Americas that are living.
But, me and my family go back trillions of years.
Trillions.
So
yes.
It would be nice if we had some acknowledgement of which tentacled monster you stole the land from.
Mm-hmm. They all came here. Well, okay. academics, according to academics, they came here through an ice-free corridor 12, 13,000 years ago. And then we learned of the Clovis people who predate them, who go back to 23,000 years. And then there are signs of life here up to 150,000 years ago. They all died out. The Clovis people died out. Anybody before them, any Neanderthals, any hominids before that, megafauna, all died out during this thing called the Younger Dryas. So there are no indigenous fucking people to America. For one. Y'all came here. Might have been here first, or before us, but whatever. The fact that you're going through this and every, Chris Gore would know, but your average film, every minute counts. It costs thousands of dollars a minute.
Yeah.
And if you're wasting any fucking time with a land acknowledgement, the basic spirit of the program is laudable. I thought they were going to say laughable, MauLer. It's laudable. No, it's laughable. It's an issue we need to continue to talk about, particularly in this environment. Hunt said to be added. Implementation is everything. What are you dumb fucking woke white people? What are you acknowledging? We are super, super sorry. We totally conquered you because you were divided and dying of disease. And then, we have no intention of giving the land back, but we'll acknowledge that we're super sorry about it, but we're not, because we're going to go back to our $6 million mansions now.
Still feel weird for apologizing. Let's say my grandpa stole some cereal from some other guy. I don't feel like I have to apologize for that, you know?
You don't.
Go piss on his grave if you're that pissed off with him,
Yeah.
okay? Doesn't bother me. Get away from me. Then again, it probably would actually. Let him take the cereal.
Yeah. Well, according to Daredevil, he just wanted to taste some good cereal, okay?
Exactly.
It's totally okay.
You know?
Good
you
luck.
should be entitled to that.
Good luck pissing on my grandpa's grave. He's like entombed, like story up. You have to have some good aim. Lawmakers have argued for years that the industry, which is largely white
people,
Fuck them
people.
crackers.
God, turn your mic
Yeah.
down. Jesus Christ. I don't have any eardrums left.
I haven't done anything to the
my
mic.
God.
It's louder.
It is so
Oh my God.
fucking loud.
I just went to have a piss and get some black coffee.
There you
Came
go.
back and jump scared us with white people. or
Jesus.
whatever.
Is it gone back to normal?
Yes.
I lowered it.
Right. Oh.
Thank you, X-Ray.
Luckily, I have. You're just down for me anyway. So.
I can't hear anything you're saying now. No, I am deaf.
You killed his ears.
You killed my ears. I already have tinnitus, bro. If you want a state credit, your productions are going to have to start reflecting the state's priorities. Assemblywoman Autumn fucking Autumn. Somebody named Autumn made this statement. It is, I would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Told Variety.
Autumn Burke. She sounds like one.
I got to see what she looks like. Hang on. Cal.
Oh, by the way, Gary,
Assembly.
I watched the first episode of Eternaut.
What'd you think?
It's kind of neat. There's been a bit of intrigue. What's going on there? It's
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in let me guess. Oh yeah. There's Autumn Burke.
Yeah.
Fucking California. God damn it. So Autumn Burke says we totally need to acknowledge the land and stuff and things before you start a multi-million-dollar production, even though, you're probably on the clock for $3,000 a minute. It's important to acknowledge that we totally conquered the Indians and we have no intention of giving their land back.
Well, we just conquered a bunch of people. I say we.
Well, you want to know why? Harsh reality. It's our land now.
Well, that's just it. They were fighting. They've been infighting for fucking thousands of years.
Yes.
This is just another one that's come over and gone, ours now. A land acknowledgement. So you have to acknowledge the people that stole it from the other people. Gotcha. Shut up.
Well,
Shut up.
if all life on Earth were hypersentient and sapient, whatever it is, and got a chance to complain about humans, we would eventually just be like, "You're just mad that we evolved faster than you."
Yeah.
And we got all the guns and stuff faster.
Yeah.
And then the dogs would get guns, and then we'd be like, "Oh fuck."
Dogs would never. We don't deserve dogs. They would never betray us. If the dogs got guns, they'd protect us. Now,
Yeah.
squirrels, on the other hand, listen. I just
Cats.
cats would cut your throat. They would use poison.
They would shoot.
Cats don't use guns. They use poison.
Mosquitoes.
What was
The
that?
mosquitoes get guns.
Oh,
What do
dude,
they
if
do
mosquitoes get guns, we're all dead.
then? Yeah. They
World's
got little
end.
knives, which I guess they already have. The needles. I'm just picturing that, yeah. Shanking you in your sleep.
Shanking you, yeah.
So
yeah.
we have a couple different squirrels here in Texas, and we have this was a black squirrel. Just think what you want. He's in my backyard. They can be really destructive. So I'm chasing them out, and they're fearless, dude. They're fucking fearless here. Like little Disparu got up on his back legs on me. And I'm like, oh shit, look at you. I scared the shit out of him. Don't come around here, squirrel. Fucking Disparu in my backyard. Where was I?
I just out of context, it was like Disparu climbed on your back and you guys were doing something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
You know,
he came in through my back door and
Wow, so this is what happens when
Where were we?
Gary's home alone.
Dude, why would I go to these
acknowledgements.
meetups? What would be the point if you get up to that?
Yep. Well, ask Garrett. In 2023, the legislature extended the state's $330 million film incentive for an additional 5 years. It is now considering expanding the program to $750 million under the terms of the extension. By the way, this isn't giving them money. That's the amount of tax they won't take from them. Under the terms of extension, productions are required to complete a diversity work plan and make a good faith effort to achieve diversity goals.
What is good faith? How are you gonna know? What does that mean? Like, what if something gets in the way, you know, and you can't make it happen, and then they're like, "Well, that wasn't very good faith of you."
Yep.
Like,
If they opt out or fail to make a good faith effort, they will lose 4% of their tax credit or up to $800,000 on a blockbuster film. Guys, I think it's a complete mystery why productions are leaving California. I'm like, this sounds great. Easy peasy. But the state is constrained by Prop 209, the 1996 ballot measure that outlawed affirmative action, reaffirmed by voters in 2020. The constitutional amendment bars the state from giving racial preferences in hiring and contracting. But they've been breaking that law like consistently since 2020. Absolutely. And that's why they had to back out on it, because they were going to start getting fucking sued. Lawmakers tried to get around that by putting the onus on productions to set their diversity goals while mandating only the goals be broadly reflective of the state's demographics. Remind me again, what does diversity mean, Az?
It's meant to mean different groups of people, including more people, including different demographics.
I thought it just meant less white.
Well, that's the real term. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you wanted the bullshit term.
Yeah.
Diversity means less white, and inclusion means excluding whites.
But the regulations issued by the CFC, I wanted to say FU, make clear
CUNT.
that productions cannot set numeric goals either. Yeah, because that's against the law. It's against every hiring practice in this country.
you've hired too many whiteys.
Yeah.
The diversity goals, which are designed to reduce barriers for those underrepresented in film, are submitted voluntarily and evaluated on good faith efforts to create equal access rather than quotas or numeric targets. It's a workaround. It's their workaround. It might sound like, well, we're not actually implementing this rule, but they are, because let's go back to the Oscar rules, which are, they haven't gotten rid of those, guys, have they?
No. The BBC's inclusion and diversity policy. There's
The
another
most
one,
horrifying rule they ever implemented was that they had to watch the films they vote on. That's unacceptable. How could they be expected to do that?
I mean, that's how Amelia Perez damn near swept the Oscars. Said Colleen Bell, the CFC executive director, in a statement. The regulations state that the commission will reject any work plan that includes quotas or other numeric goals regarding protected classes, including race, ethnicity, gender, and disability status. The reason they had to do that is they were going to get sued. And why weren't they sued before? Because the previous administration didn't care. They were all in lockstep. But now there's an administration that thinks differently, and they were going to get sued and get in a lot of trouble. Instead, they get 4% bump of productions. We'll have to go through a checklist of items meant to promote equity education.
Oh my God.
And industry capacity building. Industry capacity building. This is fucking bullshit. Goddamn corporate state terms. I hate them all. Those items may include an honorarium to a California tribal members to conduct a land acknowledgement.
Yeah. God. Insufferable fucking people. Insufferable. See you next Tuesday.
And they're just using him as a shield. The thing is, this is just like, hey, we have to totally change, not roll back our DEI requirements. Let's put the Indians up as a shield. Let's acknowledge land.
We're going to acknowledge it. And this is the funny thing, Gary, right? Let's say they acknowledge the land, and then the tribe, whatever tribe it is, go, we don't want you to film here. They'd be like, well, tough.
Exactly. That would be pretty funny if a tribe told them to go fuck themselves. I bet you
wonder if
this
tribal member is someone who doesn't even care about it either that much. Like they turn up in like a really shabby sort of office outfit, and they're just like with a clipboard, you know.
And that tribal member has blonde hair and blue eyes and is like 1,000th a member of that tribe.
And they do the thing of like, do you acknowledge, this is land of a sign here. I do now hereby acknowledge. Okay, bye.
Yep. Check, please. I'm going to go to the casino. Dude, don't you love those people who look fucking whiter than Az, who are like, I am 175th Winnebago.
Elizabeth Warren? Is that Elizabeth Warren? Can you guess what race I am this week?
And they go full on though. They go full on. It's so fucking cringe. Where was I? Goddamn. Fucking. Those items may include an honorarium, blah, 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 and contracting with organizations to promote sustainability efforts, given that underrepresented communities are disproportionately affected by environmental impacts.
What?
Well, okay, so wait.
They need an umbrella.
Underrepresented people. Oh, in other words, black people and Indians are more affected by weather than white people.
Wait. Have you seen Az ever burn in the sun versus some other people? I'm just saying.
Yeah. I could get some. I could get pretty toasty.
Wait, you go out in the sun? Why?
He doesn't go out in the sun. This is theoretical.
I know why I stay inside.
This is fucking theoretical. For one, he lives in the UK,
You have to
so
remind yourself.
You never see the sun anyway. And when you do, you go, oh my God, it's 26 Celsius. I'm roasting. Yeah.
Shut up, air conditioner country.
Yeah.
Country.
As the air conditioning is on.
Damn right. And he goes, oh my God.
From the Australians, like, we deal with much harsher. And it's like, we don't have our fucking air conditioners. Shut up.
Hey, I'm going to back up my Aussies. I've been to the UK 3 times in the late summer, and each time it's really fucking hot because guess what? In the UK, it gets hot in the summer, and they go, oh my God, it's so hot. It's like, get a fan. And like, you guys don't buy fans. They get sold out at your supermarkets.
That does happen every year. People will panic buy fans. But I will say that, okay, to back you a little bit, because I bought the air conditioner like 2 years ago, and just pack it up in the winter, and it is a godsend. It's the best technology ever.
It's wonderful. Try having it go out throughout your whole house. It's pretty rad.
Because I know every British person you talk to will say, like, I don't need an air conditioner. And then they'll cry when it's summertime. That's how it goes. That's the cycle.
Yep. There's a lot of things you don't need, but it's great to have.
Like you.
That's like a Confucius statement.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Wait, how do I lower his mic to 0?
X-Ray Girl, you have the power to just do that.
I didn't do anything. Oh my God.
That's what Gary, who's the character in the fucking jeez, why am I blanking so hard? It's that like it's the Ben Stiller superhero parody movie.
Mystery Men.
Yeah, what X-Ray Girl just said sounds like something that fucking character, like there's many things you do not need but are great to have.
Oh, the Enigma.
Yeah, the Enigma. Yeah.
Okay. I love that kind of advice. It's so great.
Oh, the Sphinx. Sorry, it's the Sphinx.
Stiller
The Sphinx. The Sphinx. I don't know why I said it's the Sphinx. Thank you, chat, for correction. Doc, 2 nerd points.
Ben Stiller just pulling your face. Like, what?
Dude, the Sphinx is... I need to watch that movie. I fucking love that movie so much.
I used to watch it all the time, and I haven't seen it.
It's all flaming. It's all flaming characters with no flaming carrot. The Flaming Carrot, independent comic, 80s.
Oh, I know that one. I read it all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It was my favorite. See, how do you feel when you do that with games? The same thing.
I know.
You ever play Flaming Carrot the game? I don't think so.
Okay, so I don't know what's worse, chat. We should almost put up a poll. Is it they're doing land acknowledgements, or is it because they're disproportionately affected by Indians and black people are disproportionately affected by the weather? And what that has to do with I know what they mean by environment, though. They mean society. Okay, that's what they mean. It's gobbledygook Marxist fucking academic talk. That's what it is. Commie gobbledygook. In the statement, Bell said, the commission believes the regulations are fully compliant with both the language and the spirit of the 2023 extension and in accordance with the state and federal law. Is it in accordance with federal law and state law? I don't know. I think that's why as soon as Trump was in office, all of a sudden Jeff Bezos and everybody's like, oh, let's play ball. The CEO of Google is like, oh, hey, buddy, here's some money for your inauguration. Don't look into our hiring practices, please. We'll roll them all back immediately. And then, as many have said, we'll take all our DEI departments and say we're going to get rid of them and just relabel them. Given the constraints of Proposition 209, the constraints of this proposition that says we're going to actually treat people equally. You have to be, you got to be hired based on your merit. That's a constraint, everybody. This is a worthy measure worth given some time, said former Assemblywoman Wendy, who authored the legislation. It's just starting. In a report issued on May 1st, the legislation analyst's office said it remains to be seen whether the new requirements will improve diversity, because they're just guys, they weren't doing hard enough over the last few years.
Wendy Carrillo looks exactly how you think she'd look.
Yeah, does she? Did you look her up?
Yeah.
Remember, the line going out now is Hollywood didn't try hard enough. I am a critic of Hollywood, obviously. I will call them out on their shit. The one thing I will not call them out on is not trying diversity. They fucking tried. They definitely.
Spelling of environment, by the way.
What was that? Did they misspelled environment?
and
I
Where?
misspelled both the words, okay? Whatever.
Oh, is that in the poll?
acknowledgement. No, you
Hey,
acknowledge
hey,
the orc.
hey.
Land or acknowledgement.
She
It's
can do math,
backwards.
okay? I didn't say she can spell.
Gary, when they
That's not my
rebuild
forte.
Minas Tirith next to Mordor, they have to have an acknowledgement.
Yes. Oh, somebody needs to do that skit.
You gotta
Oh,
have your own.
Somebody needs to do the orc landage acknowledgement.
How do we never think of acknowledgement before?
Or acknowledgement.
Or
acknowledgement.
acknowledgement.
Oh no! On a May, whether the new requirements will improve diversity, the office noted that the board range from acceptable diversity efforts and the
Borg.
The Borg, yeah. Well, yes, yes, the Borg, and the use of contractor. What? They're going to use wait a minute. I'm rewinding here. In a report issued on May 1st, the legislative analyst office said it remains to be seen whether the new requirements will improve diversity. The office noted that the Borg range of acceptable diversity efforts and the use of contractors. So, that basically they have to hire diverse contractors, okay, to carry out the work will make it difficult to provide a detailed evaluation of individual initiatives. I don't know if I can read. How
It
long
just sounds like a bunch of commies
There's a
lot.
gobbledygook.
Look at that.
Yeah, maybe I'll put this in a video. Jesus, get it off. Oh my God. Hollywood is fucked. I think that's probably a best way to say it. Hollywood is truly, truly fucked, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They'll never get out of their own way. They're too fucking stupid. Productions have been leaving for decades now. Production is down 40%. Movie ticket sales are down 40%. And woke Hollywood is breaking up, and it's just nothing but good for the world. And let them fucking eat each other alive as they fall apart. I am totally okay with it. Entertainment will survive. Movies will survive. And we'll see other independent things come up. We'll see a paradigm shift eventually, mostly with independent as things get cheaper. And I think that's nothing but fucking good. Speaking of diversity.
Go on.
That means put up the trailer that you had down there. There you go. We got some behind the scenes of Ironheart. No trailer yet, huh?
That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to put the trailer out up against Superman?
I suppose.
Superheroes are back, baby. All right, here we go.
I got into Marvel as a kid, going to comic book shops. I was really big on X-Men and all of the offshoots, like X-Factor and Wolverine. When Ironheart came out, I remember the buzz around.
Stop, pause. Go back to the cover.
There was no buzz.
Okay.
Look at
That cover's
neck.
awful, by the way.
That-
Holy shit. Why does she look so stupid?
She looks like she has deer legs hanging off half a torso. You can't unsee it.
Huge, and she looks like the neck of a giraffe. An awful picture.
Okay. Ryan Coogler wasn't buying fucking Ironheart comics. He's so full of shit. By the way, Ironheart comics didn't come out that long ago. And nobody bought them. Nobody Ironheart was it's the precursor to the MCU. It's everything they did with All New, All Different. When they decided to basically replace it or gender swap so many characters. Something they do to this very day, by the way. So they haven't stopped. Because Kevin Feige doesn't care about the comic books, and he does technically oversee all of them. He just lets the same fucking retards run it into the ground. And they're making a show off this, and they are actually showing this cover. They should be embarrassed by this cover.
But this is how they led issue 1.
Well, she remember, she was called Iron. She was in the Iron Man comic. Remember that?
Yeah.
So she was in more of a Iron Man uniform, and she was in the Iron Man comic, and Tony Stark was a fucking AI. Talk about bait and switch. And by the way, way better than Tony Stark.
And her origin story was a villain. Her teacher said, you can put your mind to anything. You can be anything that you put your mind to. And she said, well, who am I not as good as? And she says, well, you can do what you want if you apply. And she says, but tell me somebody. Then she's like, all right, then, you'll never be Tony Stark. And she's like, right. I'm going to make it my life's mission to be better than Tony
She's
Stark.
literally fucking syndrome.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. And there's zero buzz around this. There's been zero buzz around Riri Williams. These aren't characters which are now stalwart Marvel characters. They've all been ditched. Every fucking one of these, America Chavez, Ironheart, Squiggle Girl, all this fucking change, race change, gender change, they've all been dumped, and the originals have all been brought back because nobody cares at all about this shit. And this is a show, by the way, guys, this show was finished 2.5 years ago. It's been sat on a shelf costing Marvel money for 2.5 years because they couldn't get this crap out. And now they're dumping it.
Dumping it. And why didn't we get a trailer earlier? My guess is they were afraid of the ratio.
Dude, remember when they put out the Echo trailer and they tried to convince everyone it was going to be a really serious dark sort of show?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
What are they going to do for this one?
Well,
I think it'll begin with Tony and like a black and white flashbacky thing of like, inspire the world, something like that.
Remember Tony Stark? Well, there's the trailer. The D23 trailer was making the rounds on Twitter the other day. And it looks utterly terrible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be Marvel's Acolyte, but it's definitely going to be cringe. And this is the source material, folks. Like, this made it past editors who, admittedly, were mostly work girlfriends.
Yeah.
Who knew nothing about comics. And it shows.
It was specifically as his work girlfriends?
Specifically.
Yes, all of my work.
Specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all had male names for some reason, but we won't get into that.
Waka.
I remember the buzz around the industry. I was really excited. In 2016, Brian Michael Bendis, a really famous creative in the comic book world, created a character, Riri Williams.
Pause.
A lot of people think this
after like his adopted daughter, right?
Yeah.
And this is after he specifically created Miles Morales to be Black Spider-Man. Hit play.
A lot of people think that she's a successor to the Iron Man legacy. But in the comic book, Riri and Tony had a friendship. He was kind of advising her.
Wait.
That's an AI.
That's an AI, dude.
You fucking retard. Fuck's sake.
He was kind of advising her. And eventually, she got her own identity as Ironheart. It was really exciting for me bringing that character into the MCU and Wakanda forever.
The story of Ironheart is not a story about the mantle of Iron Man getting passed.
Oh,
If anything,
pause.
it's the opposite.
Pause. They are really separating themselves.
Iron Man.
Pause. They are really separating themselves from passing the mantle down, which is absolutely what they were fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making this isn't the mantle getting passed like with Captain African American. We're not doing it.
Or Black Panther, or Thor, or Hawkeye, that we've all been trying to do. Yeah, shut up.
It absolutely is the mantle getting passed.
Through a colon into the fucking toilet.
Yes, it was an effort to reduce the amount of white lead characters in Marvel Comics. That's what it was made for. It wasn't a creative decision. It wasn't like, hey, I got this spark of inspiration. It's a really good idea. No, it was like, we need it to be less white. Think of something. Oh man, isn't it great that we see Ironheart before before a real Silver Surfer? Isn't it great that we're going to see Ironheart before an MCU Ghost Rider? Isn't it great that you see Ironheart before fucking X-Men, before Fantastic Four? Isn't it great that they prioritized this to where they filmed it 2 fucking years ago?
No. They finished it in January of 2023. 2.5 years, nearly 2.5 fucking years, sat on a shelf.
Hey man, it had to go through post, okay?
They knew they couldn't get this shit out. They knew it.
Or if they had one CGI artist who had to do all of it.
Yeah.
And he foolishly agrees to get a percentage of the engagement that the show gets. He's like, I want to make loads of money because it's Marvel.
Hit play.
I'll take a profit share.
It's really about her proving herself and achieving her own legacy.
I'm very excited to get a heavy-hitting introduction.
It was really great to have Ryan as an executive producer.
I think the words you were looking for were heavy-handed introduction.
Yes.
Well, so she already had her introduction, right?
In Wakanda in Ash Hair Forever.
Yes.
Part 2.
And I don't remember much of any of that film. Do you guys?
No. And I watched it twice.
Thinking that the air smelt better in Wakanda than the rest of the world.
Namor illegally immigrated to Wakanda and tried to take it over.
I remember the mum died. She fell in a puddle or whatever.
I didn't know. I've totally forgot the mum died.
She wanted an Oscar for it.
Did she?
Yeah, she went.
Acting. I can't. No, I remember them fighting on a boat or in the middle of the ocean at the end. I remember they can't name Namor the Submariner because they don't have the rights. They can only call him Namor, and they had to drastically change him. So they did. Namor. I remember Victoria Alonso got fired. I remember that Black Panther Shuri turns into Black Panther at the end of the fucking movie.
Yes.
I remember they exploited Chadwick Boseman's death.
Yes.
Couldn't fucking tell you. The movie was a nothing. And it made almost $800 million.
Yeah.
How much did it cost to make? What was the budget?
Too many.
My guess is 300 million.
Yeah, it was probably like between 150, 200, and then just times 2.
Yep. Hit play.
As an executive producer, he really helped with the storytelling of Ironheart. The comic books and Wakanda Forever did a really great job of laying a backstory for Riri and her origin story.
Did it though?
And our series
did it.
But did it though? Didn't Hot Toys announce a Namor? And I don't know if they ever released it.
Did they?
They did announce one, but I don't know if it ever got made. I don't think it ever did. No, I mean they still. By the way, guys, Hot Toys are going. They have teased that there's going to be a Thunderbolts.
Are they going to release some shit because they've kind of stopped?
Well, remember the last time they tried to release Red Guardian, it got cancelled.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and do Red Guardian again, I guess.
Have they got John Walker?
There should be a John. I mean, they teased like the group, so I think the plan would be.
Is it that like good of an idea to get a whole load of the Is the demand there for that?
Well, that's why they do the pre-order. They do pre-order, and if it hits the demand, then they do it.
Right.
I'm sure the tariff thing scared them off a little bit, and that's why certain things have been delayed that should have been out already. But yeah, so they get a pre-order, and if they don't get enough, they just cancel it. They just go, no.
Yes.
Yep.
In our series, we're telling the story of what happens the days after Wakanda in the formative years of the superhero.
What's cool about her is she's a bit disruptive.
You want me to be small, but I refuse.
Which really sets her apart than our show.
Wow, that really sets her apart.
Yeah, it
huh?
really sets her apart from
Wow.
all the women in
You know,
Marvel.
she's she'll find her own path. Like, oh, alrighty. If she's
Wow, that's
rogue,
a story I haven't seen before.
she's a renegade.
Yeah, she don't need no man.
I'm sure she's going to earn everything she got in this. Or it's just going to be given to her by Wakanda.
Tell me more about how different she is. Let me guess. Super intelligent.
Yeah.
Yep, she's super intelligent. Yep.
Built
Super
everything
amazing.
herself, learned everything herself.
Yep.
Like all the other characters every time. Make her the Sorcerer Supreme, may as well.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
She beat her brother in fighting by learning to watch by watching her brother being trained in fighting. Shang-Chi, that was my favorite.
Shang-Chi, yeah, she learned how to fight by watching her brother fight with an actual trainer, and she was better.
Remember, America Chavez defeated Scarlet Witch because Doctor Strange said, "Believe in yourself."
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
yes, she
duh.
punched her in the face, and then Scarlet Witch killed herself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she dropped a building on herself. As soon as that happens, the last piece of rubble falls, it should say, like, Scarlet Witch will return in Avengers Doomsday.
I know.
Like, yeah, of course you fucking will.
That would be so funny. Oh, did you see that at the end of Thunderbolts?
The after credit scene?
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
at the end it said the Thunderbolts will return.
It did.
Yeah.
But now it's the new Avengers.
Yeah, you sure it didn't, like, change to the new Avengers or whatever? Wasn't that what it did? It was like it had Thunderbolts, and then it swapped into New Avengers.
I don't remember it swapping. It just said the Thunderbolts will return.
I know.
Well, whatever. The fucking post-credit scene is a Doomsday scene, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assume they'll be back. Yeah.
I don't care. Let's go.
I don't care.
I love how this story takes Riri on a totally new journey. I want to.
But does it though? What does that mean? It's
You know, when they do these little interviews, and say, for example, someone says, like, what do you like the most about it? And you end up saying a sentence that's a bit broken, some gaps, maybe some words, and they're like, like, oh, I think that I really like the fact that, and so the people in post have to cut it. So it goes, I think that I like the idea that it's going to be on some of these answers are so exactly the fucking same. It's like, why don't you just have them read this out? Why do you try to, like, crap it together from an interview where you try to get it out? Just have her read it. Just go, I like that it is a journey for her. I like that she is so different than everyone else. Just read it out. There's no need to do the cutting.
No. Unless it was really bad.
Because you remove the fucking visuals and the audio, replace it with any other TV show, it's gonna match.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. This character is gonna be great. You're gonna love her.
You're gonna love her. It's gonna go on a journey, and
I'm gonna predict that I'm not.
It's totally not passing the mantle. We are not passing the mantle. Did we mention we're not passing the mantle?
Something iconic.
Oh God! Stop. Pause. I can't. Something iconic. I fucking hate that. Let's be iconic. How about heroic? How about fucking heroic?
Selfless.
No.
What's that mean?
No, I need to be an icon.
Yeah.
Damn, there's a Predator hot toy that's 1,300 £1,300. He's on a little tree.
What?
Looks cool. That was totally relevant to this.
It's a statue.
MauLer's shopping right now.
Yeah. Well, I was checking on the. It's like you return to your orders once per fucking year to see if anything's changed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know, but dude, tell me about it. Like, my Luffy and Zoro were supposed to be out last month.
Oh, they're getting ready to ship. They'll be shipping soon. I don't know if you guys are going to believe this, but there's plenty of Sabine Wrens by the looks of it.
What?
It's still available to purchase on.
No way.
Yeah.
You just thought they'd be snatched up. Everyone's favorite
I
character.
thought
Bro,
they
if they
made
made an Acolyte hot toy, I would fucking buy it.
in a heartbeat.
I would.
In a heartbeat.
What particularly?
heart-
Like,
Oh, I definitely want.
Cutting pose. 'Cause she's
Yes.
cutting her hair.
Yes, OSHA, May.
Yeah.
Either
it's the
one.
same fucking character. You pay twice, you get one fucking character.
I would fucking get it in a second.
I managed to get myself 2 third-party Batwomans.
Yeah, there's some memeable stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wants to be something iconic, not heroic. Checks out for a DEI hire. Let's go.
Iconic.
Riri, I see you. Waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
Oh!
Riri, I see you.
And there it is. There it is.
I don't know if I'm uncringing from this.
oh no, get a doctor.
I need some water or something.
Has somebody got a CPAC?
Oh. Waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
So she is a villain. Thank you for
She is a
confirming
villain.
that she's a villain.
100% a villain.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Are you surprised? Are we surprised?
No.
Are any of us surprised?
Hit play.
For your greatness.
I'm very excited about Ironheart. I'm honored to have the opportunity to be delivering these stories that people love so much.
Let's get to work.
Dude, has this guy got a gun to his head?
People love so much. Just the 5s and 10s of people who are loving Ironheart, the Ironheart comic that got canceled.
Cancelled.
Almost immediately. Yeah. Oh my God. This is going to be cringe. This is going to be so bad.
I can't wait. I'm going to watch this.
I'm going to watch the shit out of this.
Mobland, sorry. I'm watching this.
Oh, fuck you. You got to watch Mobland. We're talking about that next. Fucking twat.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
Trailer tomorrow. Yeah, there you go.
I got into it.
It's like Marvel's like, Superman trailer, we got you. Ironheart.
Yeah, do you really want to compete with us, Superman? Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Well, right now, I'm sort of like,
Why don't you both have fun?
Oh, God. Good Lord. Okay. Mobland.
Oh my God. It's so good.
We're 7 episodes in. Go on. MauLer, go on.
Well, I was just going to say, so as your... Oh, he's already taken this shit down. Okay, fair enough.
Good. It's always great when your host can't listen to half the show.
Yeah, but to be fair, we never told him to watch it. That's our big
I know.
fuck up.
Yeah, we should have told him to watch it.
He was busy, guys, writing a
Hope we
story.
remember this episode. Otherwise, we'll have to do it next week and tell him. Hey. Well, what are you doing, Az? Put those back down.
Mobland. We're 7 episodes in. It's on Paramount Plus. The ratings have been getting better each week to where it is kind of starting to crush everything. And that's because it was released weekly. It was good. And a lot of people were talking it up. Remember when we saw the trailer, we're like, sympathy for the devil, little on the nose. You know, we saw the cast, and that's what made me like want to see the trailer. I'm like, look at that fucking cast. Holy shit. So we're like, little on the nose with sympathy for the devil, but now after I watched the 7th episode, that song was perfect for the fucking trailer too.
Yeah. Well, and it's also just like I could see anybody saying it's like, oh, well, I've seen the gangster stuff a million times, families warring and blah blah. It's like, yeah. But it's just really good though.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the genre before, you've seen this kind of story before, but it's just executed really well by good actors and a brand new set of characters. You know, why not?
Yeah, I'm sick of westerns with all the cowboys and fucking gunfighting and the guy coming into town. Yeah, I've just seen it all before. No, when it's done right, it's good.
And I'd say it's worth it enough just for Pierce Brosnan, watching him play that character. He's so great.
Conrad, the Dread 100 fucking guns Harrigan.
Yeah. Dude, when he says, I'm going to eat your fucking face.
Yeah,
Oh my God. To the iPad, and you're like, I'm still scared, to be honest.
What's the line where he says, it's because Kevin calls him out for having made all these mistakes, and he's like, damn it, man, can't you leave a man alone, or something like that.
Yeah.
He's freaking out. No, he's you can tell he's super into it.
No, I love that when he covers for Helen Mirren, right? He's all, I made the call, right? And he's, I'm 100.
Why? And then remember because he does a good cover of it, like because of what Richie said in the party or whatever, or the funeral, well, the wake, whatever. But man, the chainsawing as well.
Woo!
Oh, and you know the Jaime, I recognized him. He's the bad guy in Bad Boys 2.
Oh, okay. I was like, I've seen him before somewhere.
I recognize his voice. I was like, you're in something I know. But yeah, there's just been pretty major consequences basically at the end of every episode. And just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah. It's for those of you who haven't seen it, we're spoiling a little bit, but it's a mob story. It's about a mob family that's kind of in decline. And the main character is a fixer named Harry, who's played by Tom Hardy, who's the best thing in this, by the way. This is like one of his best performances. He's a ticking time bomb. He's trying to fix, he works for a family that's fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. And Chris Gore had a pretty decent description of this. It's a much smaller Game of Thrones. It's it's very Game of Thrones in its aspect of this drug lord and his crazy wife are basically, she feels like the family needs to reassert its power, so she wants to start a war. Now, the guy who's depicted as the bad guy in this, Richie Stevens, is kind of he's a fentanyl dealer. All right, so he's not good, but he was just minding his own business throughout all this. Like, he is the victim in all this.
Well, he did the war more than any character. Like, he even knew all of the pieces and stuff. But man, does he get his first step of revenge? Holy shit!
And he's
my God,
who plays him? That guy is fucking great.
I've seen him in a bunch of other Guy Ritchie or gangstery stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. He got himself a bigger role with this one, and he's come through on it brilliantly.
No, and he's holding up with Pierce Brosnan, with Helen Mirren, with Tom Hardy, Patty. How do you pronounce Patty's last name? It's
Patty Considine, as far as I know.
Considine. Okay. Considine. Okay. I always say Constantine or Constantine or something like that. It's Considine.
Mm-hmm.
Who's great in it too is Kevin. There's some bastard children involved, and there's a firstborn son who's a fucking retard.
Oh, dude,
he's just a fucking retard.
He's gotten himself a little too close to Harry's daughter,
Oh, dude, Conrad.
Well, no, I mean in the last episode, Eddie.
Yeah. Eddie. Yeah, Eddie is Joffrey. God. Eddie is Joffrey. Straight up.
I was just thinking, what's gonna happen when Tom Hardy finds out about that?
But you really
Dude, what if she's pregnant though, and then what if they reveal that these two have a closer family lineage than they realize?
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
There could be, right?
Pierce Brosnan plays an engaging evil motherfucker. So you find out just, I don't want to ruin it. You find out how fucking evil this guy is as the things progress. And now you're wondering whose kid is who, because you have no fucking idea at this point. Helen Mirren is she's like a trickster god in this. She's like, she's fucking evil as fuck. And pays some consequences for it. So
she did a gamble, didn't work.
So it's a series of, there's an opening scene that sets up the whole show, and then it's a series of, we're trying to avoid a war, and they get to a compromise, and then something goes sideways, and now they're in a full-blown war at this point. There's a kind of a point of no return at the end of episode 7 for sure. I mean, we're past the point of no return anyway, because a wife got blown up, but God damn, this is a good show, and it's a great show because of great character work, fucking excellent dialogue, like great dialogue in this, and the cast. You can't beat this cast. It's top notch. Can't recommend this fucking show enough. Guy Ritchie does it again. You know, he did it with The Gentleman. Now we got this. Man, if we get like a Gentleman and a Mobland every I'd be very happy if it stays at this quality.
Absolutely, dude. If we, you know, just the good old fashioned 22 episodes of a season that was this quality, and it got renewed to the point where we got the next one the next year. Can you imagine? We took it all for granted, man. Took it all for granted.
We did. This Mobland is renewed, by the way.
Well, I was actually going to ask you, like, there's got to be more than one season because there's so much to do, and we got 3 episodes left.
Yeah, it's renewed, and depending on, I think the way Guy Ritchie's working, stuff like this won't have to take 2 years. It just depends on everybody's schedules, right? But like with Tulsa King and Landman, they're turning these around in a year now. So like that's a step in the right direction. You can't have these good shows and wait 2-3 fucking years for it to come out, especially if it's only 8 episodes, right? And it's even worse if you drop them all at once. Hey,
no, dude, this show would have been dead if it had dropped all at once.
Absolutely. It got no buzz in the beginning, like none, like 0. It didn't even chart its first week.
I don't think its name was that helpful either.
No,
like,
well, there's a movie called Mobland with John Travolta in it.
It's just it's a fine name. It's just like, all right.
Well, it's like Landman, dude. Like we're watching Landman, we're like, the fuck name is that? You know? But I guess it's better than Andor or Mandalorian and Grogu. Holding out for Star Wars, Bob.
If this was called Conrad.
Dude.
That would have been rad.
Pierce Brosnan. Somebody needs to cast this guy. Somebody needs to get this guy in a fucking movie. Everybody wants an Old Man Bond. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't want an Old Man Bond movie.
It's one of those things where it's like, as soon as we run out of the chance to get that, we're all going to hate the people who could have made it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't. What the hell was that?
I have done nothing with my microphone.
Oh my God. So yes, I am gushing over this show. It's I look forward to every Sunday now. And fuck it. I'll do a live stream when the season's over. We'll do a live stream.
It is particularly reliable, comfy, fun, engaging, straight up entertainment.
Yep.
We need more of these.
And so excited to watch it the next week. Every time I'm like, it wasn't long enough.
Yep.
Yes, actually, that is annoying because it's too good.
I will be getting time to
oh, you will,
up.
yeah?
I will this week. I will be getting some time to. Yes, I probably will be doing some of this as well.
I can do them at the same time, Gary.
I can multitask.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
I can't wait to do a video on it. I can't fucking wait. So good to have a good show to talk about. Another real quick, we won't spoil this one. You've only seen one episode, MauLer?
Yeah, only one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm retarded. So it's Eternaut, but it's supposed to be eternity and astronaut mixed in.
Yeah.
Right? It's based on a Argentinian comic from the late 50s that was admittedly written by a Catholic communist, but there's no politics really in the first version of the comic book, and there's none of that, zero of that in the show. He later went on, the author of this comic book, to rewrite the comic book with communist undertones in it in the late 60s and 70s. Then he got captured by a dictator and disappeared.
Oh.
All right.
Oopsies.
Oopsie doopsie. But the comic book was translated by Fantagraphics 2015, so it was after I had a comic store. Very low print run. Good luck finding it. But not a lot of Americans knew about it, like, at all. Like, dude, all my years at the comic shop, never fucking heard of it. But it's a big deal. Disparu mentioned it on FNT, and I'm like, I'll check out an episode. I watched the whole thing. And I found it pretty entertaining. What'd you think of the first episode, MauLer?
Intriguing enough. I'm curious to see exactly what caused all of the things that happened to remain nice and spoiler-free. The characters haven't picked me up yet, if you know what I mean. It's probably a bit early.
It's early.
They're all very normal, Dialogue's fine, editing, lighting and everything. It's all very much solid TV so far. We'll see. I think episode 1. There's not much I can say because
it's all set up.
It's very much mystery as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all set up in mystery, and the characters. In episode 3, you're gonna start feeling like, okay, we got you, we get it, and then something happens, and you go, oh,
no, we don't.
And then they deal with that thing, and then something else happens. You go, oh, I like where this is going now. Because I'll just be very broad and vague in this. Specifically talking about you, Last of Us, and Walking Dead, we get the premise, we get the zombies, and it's just a bunch of people being fucking horrible to each other, and you don't get really any answers, and I don't give a fuck. Then I stop giving a fuck or rooting for the zombies to kill you all. In this, it moves. Like, once they set up the characters first, then they throw a little monkey wrench in, and then it's kind of off to the races. And this thing is, I can't say anymore. I don't want to ruin it. It's different. It's a little different. Because it moves faster. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever made. It's in Spanish. I watched it with dubs, and some of the dubbing is kind of funny, MauLer, where they're like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And you'll know when you hear it. It's fucking funny. You start laughing. But, the main character, he gets really good. The guy's a really good actor. So, I give it a recommend for sure.
Would you recommend Mobland?
I would, yes, I would recommend Mobland.
All right, just making sure because we forgot to do it every other week.
Yes.
I'm 3 episodes into Severance, and Severance is excellent so far.
Oh, I like Severance a lot. Very good. But
I'm
I'm afraid of it turning to Lost.
Yeah. I know some people like it.
I'd be curious what you have to say once you finish the 2 seasons as.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, 3 episodes in, it's really got me at the moment. Shout out to I won't say your name because I don't want to dox you, but D Breezy. Shout out to D Breezy. Just PayPal'd us 20 quid.
All right, D Breezy.
Thank you, D Breezy. Yeah. What a star.
Shout out. We should go to soups.
Yeah.
I'd like some soup.
I'm on a fast.
It's too hot for soup.
Just have wafer thin oxygen soup. There you go.
Have.
I'm on cold black coffee.
Hydrogen and oxygen soup.
That counts as soup. Yeah, it's a gross soup, but that's a soup.
Water.
Good God.
You can have water soup. That's true.
Oh, I did all my working out today.
How do you feel if you won the war?
Mm-hmm.
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 So there's a couple good shows out there you can watch. And what's hitting the theaters this weekend?
Nothing, I don't think. No,
Nothing
it's
that I'm aware of.
it's another week and a half until
Oh, well,
Am I?
Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible.
I think Australia. I could have sworn Free mentioned they're getting Mission Impossible pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get it. They're gonna get it earlier.
What? That's not fair.
They do sometimes.
That's racist.
We should do something about that.
We should. Tom Cruise is out there killing it, doing all the right things. He knows how to market a movie. He's not going to get fucking baited in the tariff discussion. And it's crazy because his reputation was fucking shit 20 years ago. And now he's the most, and deservedly so, the most beloved actor in Hollywood because he learned his lesson. And basically, I'm just going to talk about movies and try to entertain you. That's my job.
Yeah.
It's really fucking simple. So good for him, man. Hail Tom Cruise. And I can't, all the early reviews are out and they're kind of a little bit all over the place. I'm curious to see what Chris Gore thought.
For Mission Impossible? Or?
Yeah, he saw it last night. Chris, you out there? Shoot me a DM. Did he shoot me a DM? Not yet.
I'd have to imagine it's going to be a crowd pleaser, right? You know, because it's the last Mission Impossible. It's gonna they surely know. They know what they're doing, right?
I hope so.
Well, I really like Dead Reckoning. You didn't. So if it's in the same vein, I'll probably like it a lot.
I already read. I knew though when I wasn't liking it, I was like, "This will probably be liked." Because what was bugging me was all of the shit with the AI. Like none of it lined up as far as I was concerned. There was some stunts in there that were pretty cool and stuff. But
yeah,
X-ray
and I like Haley Atwell in it too.
Go to Geeks and Gamers. Look at the grab the picture of the Superman poster. Want to see what you guys think?
Oh, it's
I
awful.
still
Awful.
hate what they did with Ilsa, by the way.
With who? What?
Yes.
That was rude.
Yeah, I thought she was going to come back, but she's not. So that is actually
No.
how she goes out and.
Yeah, because at the time when we were talking about the movie, a lot of people did say it's like that's probably a fake out or there's some kind of double agent
Yeah.
thing going on there, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, no, that's the end of her story. If you rewatch the series, which I recommend,
yeah,
maybe you can skip some if you want to. I'm not naming any names, but if you want to, if you watch her story from where it starts to there, I think that's a shit ending.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
It's sort of it fakes you out right at the beginning of the film as well.
Yeah, I think that's really strange. Man, she was awesome in Fallout as well. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, it's just a shame. She was busy with Dune, I think, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think she had to make a decision, and she kind of was like,
Okay,
stick with Dune.
I'll start with the logo. The logo, the word Superman look like the stupid. Fucking use the comic book logo. It's iconic. You want in the real sense of the word, not like the Ironheart narcissist sense of the word. It's iconic. It's recognizable. Yes, it's been used before in a movie in 1978. So fucking what? I don't understand why they don't use the comic book fucking logos. No, this is way better. Some just fucking normal fucking text Superman. How is that better? What happened to movie posters? They suck so much now.
This isn't the poster I saw. The one I saw, he was flying, and the suit looks horrendous because it's just all creased everywhere.
I think Steph, my nerdy home, just said it looks like a fucking CW promo. It doesn't look any different.
Yes, it
than
does. It 100%.
This is fucking. Come on, guys. You are in a visual medium. Be dynamic. Bring back fucking real movie posters. God damn.
Make real movie posters great again. Put this next to something like Empire Strikes Back.
Dude, get that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's mean.
Put it next to Blade Runner poster.
You're doing the coughing baby versus nuclear bomb comparison.
Put it next to the Conan poster. Put it next to. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, dude, Sword and the Sorcerer. I mean, like, you go back and like you get B-level. You get B-level fantasy movies that have better fucking posters than modern posters now.
Man.
They look like shit.
But the people retarded.
Yes. Look up James Gunn film. Superman's James Gunn in theaters July 11th.
Superman's James. Yeah, Superman's James. It's so fucking good. It's so true. It hurts. That's why it's so fucking good. It's so true.
Chris Gore has just messaged us. Do you want to hear? Okay, he says, Mission Impossible is okay. Third act is amazing, but wow, does it drag? Mix of good and bad and kind of a greatest hits of the Mission Impossible franchise. Pays off things from earlier Mission Impossible films. That is very clever. Not as fun as Dead Reckoning. Good, but not great. Oh, well, MauLer. But has great moments.
Well, I'm fucked.
Thank you, Chris Gore.
I'm out.
I mean, I'll be watching it. Mission Impossible is like important to me, so but we'll see.
Yeah, it has been such a great series, man.
I have to put out. Hang on. This is really important. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. X-Ray Girl, read a super chat.
Okay. Let's see here. We have Shlomi Leaner for $20 says, "Hey MauLer, I am up to issue 9 of Uncanny X-Force that you recommended a couple weeks ago, and it was freaking incredible. I love how the X-Men have their own Black Ops teams. This is definitely one of my favorite series of Marvel."
It's great. It is really top notch. I just love the journeys the characters go on. Personally, there's a lot of connection thematically too, and the artwork, man, just brilliant from that artist. Brilliant stuff.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Methalus for $10 says, did you watch Mobland yet?
I think we've had that answered. Asked and answered.
Oh my god!
I had to tweet that as Superman's James Gunn in theaters July 11th with the poster. I had to do it.
Remington PRD for $10 says, "Nerdy and flirty. Gary rants, as screams. MauLer just sighs. 3 beefy nerds with fire in their thighs."
Wow.
Fire in their thighs. Okay.
Okay. They hate.
Depends if I've done any squats.
They hate bad scripts. They love each other. One hot critic, then under the covers. Wow.
Well, all right.
Superman's James Gunn. This is so funny. Oh, it's so good.
Continue.
It's so good.
You're way better at reading super chats than me.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Noons has just gifted 50 membership to the channel. That's $350.
Noons! My lady.
Noons!
Yeah.
My lady.
Then we have Mexi Rage for 20 says, "Guys, I just got some heartbreaking news. Today, my best friend of 8 years might have just killed himself. I'm doing everything I can to try to find him with his family. Please give us your prayers or advice if it is the worst case." That sucks.
Oh.
Not a lot of unfortunate advice we can give in situations like this, but dude, absolutely hoping that it's not true, and lots of love.
Yeah. Let's just hope you find him.
Yeah.
Deal with things as they come. I have no advice for that. I wish I did. Been through it with a friend, but yeah, I'm sorry, man. Truly.
Yeah. Ramyar Alizadeh for 220 TRYs says, "Hey, I just watched the Witcher 4 trailer. Have you seen it? What do you think of Ciri being the protagonist?"
Siri. Where's Siri? Where's Siri?
Right.
Where's Siri?
10 years ago, when The Witcher 3 came out, if you said, and they said, you know, this is the end of Geralt's story, The Witcher 4 is going to have Ciri, I wouldn't have had pretty much any complaints. It'd be like, okay, we're now living in a completely different age. I thought The Witcher 4 trailer Sorry, I did Superman's James Gunn for a second there. I thought the Witcher 4 trailer was pretty bad. I mean, graphically looked nice, but Ciri being a Witcher doesn't make no sense. And she made some terrible decisions in a trailer that was very obvious and blatant, and essentially was a rip-off of the Witcher 3 trailer Monsters, which doesn't fill me full of confidence for The Witcher 4, and especially when they came out and said The Witcher 4 is going to deal with what it's like to be a woman in the world of the way. Just like, nah, I'm done. Thank you. I'm done. Thank you. I'm done. So don't hold a lot of hope. Oh, perfect. I'm just going to share this with you.
When's it due out? Any idea?
When's this? Don't know.
Okay, my goal is to make it to the sauna before it comes out. That's my goal.
Hey, can you just share this?
Get to the titties.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
That's good. Oh,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
well done.
I mean, that actually is pretty insulting because was it Tyler Hoechlin's Superman costume is way better than that.
Also, as just a free bit of advice from a friend who's been doing this for so long, just like you have. When someone asks you a question, don't typically start with 10 years ago. Sometimes it can take a while to answer if you do that, you know?
Quick question. 10 years ago.
10 years, 10 years ago.
We have a WG for $20. Here's a land acknowledgement. I acknowledged the super chat will land in Gary's bank.
Hey. Thank you.
Red Mage 13 for 20 says, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness. Translation, needing to be validated, which is a phrase that I hear way too much nowadays, and it's annoying.
Yeah, that's villainous stuff. That is a villain's line. That is not a hero's line. A superhero does not seek greatness. Greatness is thrust upon them.
Yep.
These people they have no clue what a hero is or how to write a hero.
Answering the call.
Yeah, and if you have a hero who's glory seeking, they usually get like the second act low point of realizing that was a mistake.
Yep. Yes. Oh, I'm doing it for these reasons, and it costs them. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
I want to be something iconic.
Oh my
Or
God.
ironic.
Ironic is definitely there.
Does iconic ever get used properly?
No, not anymore.
No.
It gets used unironically. Ironically.
The only word that's used way too much today is wild. That's wild. That's wild.
It's a cope. It's a gaslight word now.
That's wild.
That was scribe light. It's a hell to scribe light for that.
Yeah, we have a question here. Atomic Zam for 5 says, Hail, I have a 13-year-old niece who loves graphic comics but doesn't care about superheroes. Any recommendations for her birthday?
Manga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mangoes.
Mangoes?
Because manga deals with all different types of topics. So you could literally, if she's into cooking, for instance, right? You could look into manga that centers around cooking. There'd be a fuck ton. There'd be a shitload of it. So look into manga.
Yeah, comics used to have that variety. American comics.
Not no more.
On a large scale. Not no more.
Offer name for 5 says, how would your kid self react if told you'd someday be a published comic author in the same universe as Chuck Dixon?
I wouldn't believe you, and it's still a complete and utter haze right now. Chuck is my favorite comic book writer of all time. You know, I've been reading the guy for over 30 years. His Batman stuff to me was just, or the Bat family stuff that he wrote, because he wrote multiple different Batman books, was just to me the definitive kind of Batman. He did action and heart and emotion just so well. He managed to mix them all together, and to see him still write to the level that he's writing today, I thought Alpha Core was a fucking tremendous book. I absolutely adored it. So not only have I written a story now that's in the same universe as Chuck Dixon, but I'm actually taking on a character which he's started to flesh out in Alpha Core with Ingrid Valdez. And I mean, if Chuck was just like, huh, with regards to my story, that would be that would be praise enough. But yeah, I'm completely humbled and completely honored by it, and like massive kudos to Eric, because Eric is the guy that created these characters, and he brought on board Chuck, and he's brought on board the Soskas, and they have just really fleshed and brought life to them. So you know, there's a lot of props which needs to go to Eric for just brand new. They say you can't make brand new characters today, and Eric's just boosh, made a universe full of them. So yeah, I'm absolutely blown away. I'm humbled. It is living in dreamland right now.
And we have Snacks for 5 says, most shocking thing about Saints and Sinners was MauLer using his real name. I thought saying it out loud summons tentacles that drags you to the abyss.
It does.
It does.
Be
You're in
careful.
it right now.
Yeah.
So what you'll find is everything will just go dark at some point. But you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. You just got to fight through it like Bob did in The Void.
Yeah.
Get hugs. Ty Robs 89 for $1.99 says, MauLer name reveal was not on my 2025 bingo card.
It's really not a name reveal, but you know what? It's yes, yeah, crazy. Isn't it?
And Cyberchud did get this right for $4.99. Says, I can't believe MauLer's real name is John MauLer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really
Crazy.
awesome. You got to keep that a secret.
Enoch Maman reviews and rants for $5 says, the unknown man behind the If Az Wrote the Classics account certainly loves milking that one joke.
It's great. I've seen a few of them. I think there's another one today. They're very funny.
Yeah, because
I like him.
we never milk one joke around here forever.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Absolutely
Being a
not.
one-trick pony himself, I love it.
And then we have here Hi Kira for 2 says, will MauLer's short story have no in it?
No.
Well, I can say honestly, no. But you know what?
You never
There's
know.
plenty of room in the future. Who knows?
You never knew.
And honestly, chat, seriously, no BS. Having seen what I've seen in MauLer's story, holy shit. It's looking like it's gonna be a fucking doozy.
Stop saying that. It's gonna fall.
It's true.
It's gonna be disappointing.
It's true. And by the way, MauLer, I'm sorry to say this, I'm gonna call you out. MauLer sent me like some artwork that he did based on the designs that he wanted for certain things. My God, this guy is just pure fucking talent. He's just pure talent.
Oh.
And the way that he's been presenting the story and the way that the thought process which has gone in, MauLer's going to be fucking massive. You're going to be demanding stories from this
I'm going to
guy.
bring this down a little bit just to make MauLer feel a little better. It's all right.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Go get it. Go get it now. Link in the description down below.
You're very kind, Daz. You're very, very kind man.
It's true. It's true. It's true. 100% true.
Oh,
No
look.
BS.
Remember when the cards came inside the comic books?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Used to be
Batman
fun.
500. You got the postcards in there as well, and I love that shit.
Very cool.
So in chat that I've seen MauLer's Sonic drawing. Yeah, it was pretty accurate.
We got the Book of Grudges for $4.99. MauLer, the man who wrote a comic book before he ever wrote one. All right, read
Before
one.
he ever read one.
Wait, what?
She learned from the best, MauLer. Okay.
You're lucky you're pretty. That's all I can say.
I meant to say the man who wrote a comic book before he ever read one. I'm so sorry.
Her strength is maths.
Yeah, like probably 200 episodes ago, I would have mentioned I did read a shit ton of Simpsons comics when I was a kid.
Aw.
Definitely not like as involved, but I did have my stint with comics.
The Paladin for 5 says the second I saw Az and MauLer on it, I picked it up. Also, I guess Drinker and Jay, but Az and MauLer were a much bigger sell for me. Hashtag real BBC verse.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, Drinkers are amazing, so he's probably going to do something fantastic.
With our combined might, we can.
And Jay, well, drunk 3PO's drunk 3PO, so I guess.
Yeah.
Coattails.
Therio's Pocket Dimension for 20 says, congrats MauLer and Az, pre-ordered my Saints and Sinners and Yaira 3 yesterday.
Nice.
Much love to the whole panel. MauLer, as an Aliens fan, I'm curious if you'd ever stream Aliens Dark Descent. Love to see what you think.
Oh, that's the I think is it turn-based? It's like a bird's eye view top-down thing. Not sure. I think I did give it a go and I wasn't super into it. I'm a bit picky with my games on that front. I'm a bit picky with games in general. The next thing I'm probably going to stream is going to be Doom. I think that seems like a game that I could only agree with. Just slicing up some demons, As we do.
Speaking of, August is filling up now, right? Nobody 2. There's something else that I'm completely forgetting. And you heard the release date today, right, MauLer? We're going to watch this one together, I think. Alien Earth.
Ugh.
Alien Girth.
Alien Girth.
You can watch that with me if you want someone to be a downer throughout the whole thing. I am like hyper protective of Alien, Predator, Terminator, and Jurassic Park. They're my like.
I'm right
Well,
there
you've
with
been
you.
fucked
I'm
up
still
the
gonna
asshole
watch
army.
it.
Hence, yes, me. Like I am upset with all the. So Alien Earth, I'm already annoyed at for many reasons. So if you want it,
Alien Earth, well, August. The release date was announced today by Hulu.
And is that an FX show?
It is it's an FX show on Hulu, so it'll be on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's weekly then, is it?
Yes.
Looks like it. First 2 episodes will be available on August 12th.
August 12th.
Yeah, I'll watch them if you want.
Good.
Damn. Okay. Let's see here. We have Vanessa for $2. Will there be an X-Ray Girl story? I'm boring. It's okay. 8 o'clock for 5 says, Nerdrotic been reading Frank Miller's Born Again. My favorite part so far is Ben Urich lighting a cigarette in a kid's hospital room.
Good stuff. Good old days.
Damn.
The good old days.
Mark Lazarth for 5 says, first super chat is MauLer Az's illegitimate Welsh son.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
There may be some DNA crossover. Who knows? Who can say? We'll get the science team on it.
Yeah.
King in Comedy for 5 says, hey, MauLer, how do you feel about the nickname Cal? I've tried it out, but nobody calls me Cal.
Oh, that's like my favorite thing to be called by everybody who knows me in real life. But obviously, MauLer is kind of the name I've chosen online. But, if it's really up to everyone, I guess. I just more comfy with MauLer at this point. And it's probably less confusing, too, for a lot of people if you call me that. But yes, Cal, I don't know. I think that's a strong nickname.
Kal-El. Superman's really.
So, what is this, guys? This is the coolest, probably the coolest promotional thing comic books has ever done.
Oh.
So you get a polybagged with a cassette of the Ramones doing the Spider-Man theme from the Saturday morning cartoon.
No way.
Yep.
That is awesome.
And it came in 3 different covers. You got some Ben Reilly Spider-Man here, but yeah. Good shit.
Nice.
That song was on one of the Guitar Heroes. I forget which one.
Yeah, it was. God damn, I love
Didn't
Guitar Hero.
stop.
I got to get that set up in my game room. I actually played the
Ooh, I would
shit
love
out of
to
Guitar
play it.
Hero. I played the shit out of it. Me and my kids, I was fucking destroying them. It was the one thing I beat them at.
That's really kind of funny.
A
'Cause,
rhythm game?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a game through and through. And getting good at it
Wow.
was impressive for a lot
Yeah.
of people. And then they'd
Dang.
always do the thing of like, why
I
are you
mean,
just playing real
okay,
guitar? It's like,
let's
"Fuck
put this in
you."
context. I mean, you know, I was in my 40s and my kids at the time were like 7, 8, 9. So like I was destroying like 10-year-olds and stuff.
They
Like,
needed to know the taste of failure.
they do.
Wow. That sounds like a Naked Gun film.
Taste
Naked
of
Gun
Failure.
4, The Taste of Failure.
The taste of
I feel
failure.
like it needs an extra, like on after it or something. I don't know.
It might actually be a taste of failure, but
Oof. Oof.
The God of Gravy for £4.99 British pounds says, "As I didn't miss you on FNT, so I guess there's nothing more to say."
oh yeah. Because I'm back.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm back. Yeah. Oh, that's great. We got it up. We got a super chat
we
up.
got it. There we go. There we go. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Let's keep super chat now, dude.
Yeah. Jed for £9.99 British pounds says, "Longtime lurker. Hail BBC, hail FNT, hail EFAP, hail Gary, hail MauLer.
Hail.
As you don't get a hail until you've watched Mobland. Such a great show. That
Fair
deserves
enough.
real
That is-
BBC discussions."
It does.
Also jokes. Hail As.
Freaking X-Ray Girl saw it.
I
As
know.
Dude. I'm not having this
It's-
conversation.
you know
Critical
what?
Drinker's watching it finally.
Right.
He's spending his time putting posters up and taking them down.
Yeah.
in
No,
his room.
right. Number one, the dog ripped one of them off, right? And number two, the other one fell down during a stream and nobody told me.
Nobody told, which is hilarious.
So now my soundproofing is fucked.
That's why your mic's going wonky. Got it.
It's because I'm not using an audio mixer, so it's whatever StreamYard wants it to be right now.
We have Jack2882 for $5 says, "Hail, MauLer, you should check out the TED Show on Peacock. It's funny AF. Gary, I'm stoked for your book as Doom the Dark Ages this Friday. Hi, X-Ray Girl."
Oh no, I'm streaming it right after this stream.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
More news in the book.
Yes, okay.
Next week, we're gonna let Saints and Sinners do its thing.
Yeah.
There is
Aw.
a promotional image that's released of Robert Downey Jr. on the set
Oh.
of Doomsday.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, what's
He's
Can we see
reading.
it?
A book. Let me see if I
I
can
mean,
find it.
it's not that interesting. The main thing I wanted to point out about it is negative, actually.
what's that?
Unfortunately, it's that he's got what look to be 3 dots on his head that are meant for motion capture, meaning Doctor Doom's helmet is more than likely
Gotta be CGI
nanotech.
helmet.
Here we go.
It'll be CGI and it'll be
I got it.
nanotech.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that is a he's got a muscle suit on.
He's got a muscle suit on.
Yeah. At first I thought
He's
those were
he's
real.
reading Jeremy Renner's book. That's cool.
I thought,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Hey,
he's
hey,
in great shape.
He's
in
more
great
than
shape.
one page in, LeBron. He's
So,
more
yeah, the
than one
dots.
page in.
Dude, the guy's looking more like fucking Reed Richards than fucking Pedro Pascal right now.
I wonder if that would have pissed us off more if they'd cast him as Reed Richards.
He really does. He really does. There could have been about, I don't know, 100,000 better people cast as Reed Richards than Pedro fucking Pascal.
If only they cast John Krasinski.
Speaking of Robert Downey Jr.,
Oh,
I found this gem just rando on Twitter. Hey, stop. I'm setting up, X-Ray Girl.
Sorry.
Jesus. This is a behind the scenes documentary kind of thing for Tropic Thunder. We're getting hit so hard for this stream today. We got to watch this. This is great. You can't do this today.
Had a little argument down outside in the parking lot. There was some witnesses and something they maybe called it would be domestic abuse if she was actually my lady. But I feel like you're my woman. Who got you them fucking glasses today?
Even his fake-owned children seem to be suffering.
Oh, damn, man. I don't know how you did it, baby. I'd be up inside these fucking guys with a Bowie knife, all this bullshit jumping off here.
Incredibly, it seemed as if Lazarus, or Osiris, was suffering post-traumatic stress disorder after less than a week in Vietnam. Even now, I have questioned the showing of this footage publicly, but in the interest in truth in reporting, I have decided it must be seen. Its insanity speaks volumes to the reign of madness that was befalling the production.
This is my house! I'm running shit! Huh?
You're crazy.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Oh. Now what? Yeah! I'll give you life! I'll give you them clothes! Them fucking chips! That's on me too, baby! No one's eating, no one's moving! I'm fucking king of the mountain! It's all my shit! I'm running shit!
Lazarus's seemingly schizophrenic episodes were thankfully oftentimes brief, and Kat's love seemed to be the only balm for his troubled mind.
So good. That is so fucking good. Tropic Thunder. All-time great comedy, wouldn't you say, MauLer?
Oh,
I would say it might be my favorite.
If only some people had done an EFAP on it.
Yeah.
If only had somebody, done that. That's missed opportunity, I guess.
Another dimension.
Or is it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Find out.
In 2099.
Yeah, I was going to say, right after The Wind's a Winner is released.
Enoch Maman reviews and rants for 5 says, wait, Extra Girl can lower Az's mic. Why hasn't she done that before? I can think of multiple moments where that could have saved the whole show.
You speak for all of us, my friend. Bless you.
Fuck you. Not you, Enoch Maman, just Gary. But he's right.
We have Doug Alkeen for $10 says, Molly and Az, I want to support your Rippaverse comics, but how can I when I don't know the character's sexuality? Seriously though, I'm super pumped for you to see the book.
Thank you.
I'll just say my characters are all of them, so you know you'll be well served. I doubt Az can boast such an achievement.
No, I wouldn't even attempt to, sir.
Am I messing up or we're using my screen or your screen?
Oh, my screen.
Okay, good. Because I moved it and I'm like, oh, I don't know if she's.
No, it's all good. That's all good. Nick the Greek for $1.99 says, Gary, you better acknowledge it's a Gundam.
I acknowledge it's a Gundam. I do. I acknowledge this country belongs to It's a Gundam.
Oh my God, imagine. It's a Gundam from next president.
He'd get my vote. A VTuber president? Fuck yeah, let's go. Yes.
Hell yes. Hickory Chip for $2 says BBC equals big booty Chinese. Hi, Extra Girl. Hi.
She's Vietnamese.
Yeah. Racist.
Get it right. Fucking
BBVC. Got it. True Forest 12 for $10 says, hello, first time super chatting. Don't be gentle.
Wow.
Wait, I have a sound effect for that.
I won't gayer as MauLer Girl of House X. Since you're looking for good movies, check out Primitive Wars trailer. It has the potential to pull a Godzilla.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
James the Mando for 2 says, did Gary get the cryptic comic field guide I sent?
I did. It's in my comic book room, ready to be read and filed. Thank you very much.
Aaron K for $9.99 says, Gary, have you heard the anime Berserk 1997 Steelbook? Have you watched it yet? Absolute classic dark fantasy set in a medieval Europe-like setting and only 25 episodes.
I do have it. I have not watched it. I will probably not have time until the weekend because Marvel and DC are dropping 2 trailers in one day. So that makes me a busy boy.
I've seen it all.
Seen all what?
Just saying.
Oh, Berserk?
Berserk?
Yeah.
Is it good? I mean, like, am I going to enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, if you, I've been told that if you read the anime, it's not good, but I enjoyed what I saw.
I've read a couple volumes, and they're really good. But we'll see. I got a steelbook.
There was no nipples in season 1, and then in season 2 there was nipples.
Okay, well, there's no more nipples at the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh, there's a bunch of tits.
There is a bunch of tits complaining about the president, though. So thank God for that.
You're in France. Shut up. Your president's a coke snorting homo.
I was married to a dude.
Nothing what I said there was incorrect. None of what I said there was incorrect.
Fact check. True.
McCready for £5 says, Hail, have you seen the De Palma movie Blowout? Stars Travolta and John Lithgow.
Yes.
Superb trailer and love letter to the sound man, as odd as that sounds.
Superb movie.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Got it. Russian bot for $10 says, James Gunn and James Gunn think James Gunn of James Gunn. However, James Gunn knows he can't trust James Gunn. That's why James Gunn has a plan to deal with James Gunn.
James Gunn.
One of them should have been James Gunn's wife.
Yeah.
The God of Gravy for $4.99 says, MauLer, stop teasing us. When's the comedy arc coming / being announced? And is Clue in it? It better be.
All right. Well, Clue is not in it. There are 14, and you will, I think, be satisfied with every choice that got made eventually. So as far as I'm aware, it's on the cusp of having like 10 completed. The reason why I don't like to release them until we're close to all of them being done is just because I want it consistently coming out.
Yep.
I don't want it to randomly stop and then just be like, well, sorry about that. They're not finished. So we're like on the verge of being able to just say like, yeah, they're on their way out. But as soon as they start, you'll be getting between 1 and 2 per month. And I'm very happy with the arc. And I'm very thankful that these 2 lads came in for the vast majority of it. It was good times.
Some of the most fun I've had on YouTube. Mostly because we just laughed our ass off for a couple hours.
Yeah, I will say not a huge amount of analysis, but I think you guys will enjoy it.
Rusty Shackelford for $5. Anyone know how Dubai was built? They took the passports of migrant workers for forced labor.
Yeah, there's a documentary about that. I mean, like, again, documentaries are not always objective. I'm breaking news here. I'm sure I'm shocking most of you, but yeah, there's camps and stuff.
All right. Damn. They can only get so based. Come on.
I wonder who will build the new Disney World. What's the rest of the super chat?
Oh, they won't be gay.
David Gannon for $2. Just remember what Gunn did to cute animals in Guardians 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa. One of the rumors in this one.
My brain went a bit random with that previous thought, the theme park thing, like Disney World. I was just thinking, like, what would be the funniest person to build their own theme park? My brain immediately went to Kanye.
Wow.
It's like Dollywood, like
the slide goes up.
Kanye land.
Could you imagine?
Yeet.
No.
The roller coaster.
Can we go on the bleep ride, please?
Dude, one of the best moments of FNT ever. Nobody will ever fucking see. I was talking about.
God.
So right before the show, we're reacting to the Kanye song put to the Sonic 3 dance.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then there's like Ryan's all, wait a minute. I bet you if you pause it at there's certain thing, they'll be making a swastika. And they did. It actually happened. We fucking
we managed to, yes.
You hit pause just right, and they're like, because they're two dancing.
Yeah,
and they make a fucking swastika. Oh we died. Oh my god.
How did you guys not acknowledge my roller coaster meme?
What roller coaster meme?
Wait, what roller coaster meme?
Maybe the ride in his park would be the roller coaster.
Oh! I didn't hear it.
Damn.
Wait, what? No.
No.
MauLer, no.
No.
Hey, this is all hypothetical nightmare, okay?
Oh, shit.
But it's only hypothetical in some people's minds.
Obviously, I meant like a roller coaster, like a hologram roller coaster. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys got it. Great joke.
I thought you talked about roller coaster deniers.
It's Six Flags Kanye. Okay, it gets sponsored.
6. Wow. Rhymes with flags, Kanye.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
Aaron K for $9.99. What are all 3 of your opinions on time travel or time loop stories? Think those sorts of stories have been largely played out, or is there room for unique takes on the concept? Well, I don't want to say anything. I think, yes, there is some unique takes you can still have on the concept. The problem is they're not willing to make them, because I think you could have a lot of fun, but you'd have to go to a lot of places that entertainment's not willing to go to right now.
Yeah, but as with time travel with everything, it's one of the highest variable writing decisions you can make. If you're not careful, it fucks everything up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why if you're gonna set it up, you got to make hard rules and make it like have consequences. Like you can't just beepity boop boop in time and nothing happens. Something's got to happen. It's kind of like what worked in early Game of Thrones, what works in Lord of the Rings with magic. Like magic's kind of the same way too. You have to make it rare, have consequences. You don't make it like the law. You don't over magic everything. I think you can still do it, but you have to be clever.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comparison. Yeah. Be careful, because even like Terminator plays pretty fast and loose with it, right? But
Genesis.
I'm not considering those films. I just mean like the first and second, right? It's like if you think about it too hard, it can start to fall apart. It's like, if Skynet had control of time travel, why wouldn't they? And you're like, all right.
There has to be some explanation where they only have certain type of, like the only thing they can do is send robots back or something like that have flesh shells or something. Yeah.
But remember when they used to
never answer the fucking question ever, but basically say whatever it was, it resulted in what you see in T2 and what, okay? That was their restriction.
That's it.
Okay. That's what they had.
There was a restriction of some kind.
Or time travel films, let's say the Avengers, for example, Endgame. Where they're just like, if we go back 2 minutes before this happens, we could stop it. Like,
dude, the fact that they
want to give yourself a little bit of breathing room with some of these
that
decisions.
little scene where they're trying to imply they're better than other time travel movies, and then they fuck it up like completely.
I discovered time travel overnight.
Yeah, why not?
Doing a bit of Randy Orton here.
You looked at the script. We all know it. That's how Tony knew.
Tony, I'm only half the man I used to be.
Subhuman 84. I think we've answered this one before, but we can do it again for $10. Besides Lex Luthor, what are some of your favorite Superman villains? I mentioned Parasite. We mentioned Parasite last time. Brainiac. Darkseid now is a Superman villain.
Doomsday's a great. He was. The whole Doomsday thing was a lot of fun if it was done right.
I feel like we're right about ready for a good Brainiac.
Yes.
Portrayal, but maybe I'm asking too much already.
God, he's been in a lot of Superman stuff though, but we haven't seen like a real proper
good live action
like a proper
movie
one.
Brainiac. Yeah. which was
James
going to be in.
Masters was Brainiac once.
It's more like movie, or at least it used to be, but like in the General Zod, you know. So.
You both watched Smallville, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Spike was Brainiac.
Yes, he was. James Masters was Brainiac. Yeah.
Yes,
James Masters hasn't aged in 20 fucking years.
Marsters, not Marsden.
Marsters.
There's James Marsden and James Marsters.
Hasn't aged in 20 years.
Nope. I met him.
Which is why he'll be 100% on board with coming back to Buffy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to cry.
Me and the Messes.
Oh, well, Alison Hannigan's just signed back up.
I saw she had a photo with Sarah. I didn't see a confirmation she was back.
Yeah, she's.
Oh my God, this is MauLer. This is actually happening.
So
yeah.
I talked with Fringy about this. I said to him, after all the Born Again stuff had happened, I was like, do you remember when we first heard news that Daredevil was going to get revived? And then we went through like all of the stages of every last piece of announcement, every single thing that happens, and then finally it comes out. We all cry, and then it's gone until season 2. And I was just like, that's going to happen with Buffy. The cycle has begun.
I'm good. Buffy. I'll kind of be all over it.
No Nicholas.
No.
Of course not.
Poor guy. I hope he's alive by the time it comes
Stewart-Head
out.
will be back. Anthony Stewart-Head's going to be the one thing that I'm going to be like, aw, because he deserves to play Giles again.
Do you think they might try and get Alexis Denisoff back?
I don't think they're going to touch anything Angel because one, you've got David Boreanaz wants nothing to do with it, and two, touching Angel's story is even a bit much for them.
And
he's
a buddy of Joss Whedon.
Well, he did the thing of like, I wish the best for Sarah and her endeavors with Buffy. You know, like
Alexis Denisoff. Like he's.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
He's a
what I'm
buddy
saying
of
though.
Joss Whedon. Yeah.
Also, spoilers. He died. So I don't think.
Well, Anya died too.
Anya died too, and
but
she's back.
To be clear,
so yeah,
he had an amazing death scene. So Fred's got that too. Like everyone's still mad about Cordelia and Anya's deaths. So it wouldn't surprise me if they arbitrarily bring them back to be like, see, we're fixing Joss's mistakes, that sort of shit.
Oh, fuck
which
off!
Is going to be the main theme of this.
Yes, it will.
100% is the main theme.
Oh, it'll be Buffy Me Too.
Fridging the women.
It'll be Buffy Me Too. That's what it'll be.
But yeah, after all these years of breaking down whatever have you, this is the one that will send me the furthest over the edge. It's going to be, bracing, I'd imagine. And Gary, you're going to have to be my probably primary buddy, along with
I'll be there.
Fringy, and then
the
everyone
whole way.
else. I'm going to have to rally.
I'll be there for it. I'll be there for it.
I will be
you
there.
Gotta rewatch it, all right?
Good.
Get right ready for it.
Good, bad, cringe, whatever. I'll be there. I'll be there.
God, there's so many ways they could fuck it up, and they will choose one of them.
Oh yeah, they might fuck them up all the ways. That's my guess. It won't just be one singular way, MauLer.
Spike, why do you look old? I was hit with the aging spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, it just became mortal, so he's aging normally.
Fuck, dude. That's gonna piss me off so much if they give him Shanshu.
Oh, Spike will be gay now.
Oh.
He's gay. They gay now. They gay now. They gay now.
Hangry is angry for $10. I'd kick you guys some more funds, but I spent $193 on Rope Reverse comics last night. Congrats. Right on. Thank you. Gary, where's your comic? Okay, to answer that one briefly, what am I supposed to say here?
Well,
I'm going to say the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was writing my book. So I was asked repeatedly and like I tried and failed. So because
I tried and failed to get him on.
Yeah. So I was busy with my book. That's why. That's why. The Bone God thing sounds very interesting too. I'm looking forward to reading it. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very fucking cool.
It's really,
what it's about. Who knows?
Really fucking cool.
Yep.
I was just thinking, Gary, by the way, Alexis is married to Allison, so
yes.
I wonder. I guess that is good reason to assume that it's possible he could get dragged in, but I still think that
it's also Hollywood, so there are people who stay friends with people who are unpopular. It's possible as a human being to be friends with people who don't like each other.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Right? Big outs for $5 weekly. Marvel versus DC. The Hood versus the Enchantress, with the caveat: the Hood, classic Hood connected to Dormammu. That changes it. That changes it. I think I am still going to pick the Enchantress.
I don't really know the Hood stuff.
Dormammu, huh?
Well, is it the Suicide Squad Enchantress from the movie, or is it the comic books? I know. Okay, and what part of the what era? Post-crisis? Post-final crisis? I don't even know the post-convergence.
Just that
fucking
convergence.
New 52. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all just fucking everywhere now.
Ginger Rhino for $4.99. Shooty was the literal Valiard. Final Doctor with only negative traits. Yeah, but that's disrespecting the Valiard.
Yes.
That's disrespecting the Valiard.
Sure.
Don't be surprised if they bring something like that in it. It's not Shooty being the Valiard, but bringing the Valiard in, or Omega, or...
Oh, just don't, please. Leave Omega out of this.
Remember, Omega was rumored to be in like every fucking season behind everything.
Yeah.
for New Who, and it just never happened.
Lucky fucker.
Yeah.
Lucky fucker.
Yeah.
So Omega is something that you are like not sure they might or might not do.
Oh, I think they would. And they've already fucked up a bunch of shit from classic Who already. So
because as far as I'm aware, there's like a leak that went out of a bunch of things that were gonna happen this season. And as far as I'm aware, there was seven major points to it. And as far as I'm aware, all of them are true so far.
Did they mention
one
Omega?
Of them is, one of them is
no.
Flood. Miss Flood's gonna mention Omega, and then he'll actually appear.
Oh God! Fuck!
Or sorry,
it doesn't matter. It's all fanfic. So
appearing is unknown, but the Omega will definitely get mentioned. Maybe it's like a hook for a season 3 that's never gonna happen.
Maybe they were trying to set Omega up for season 3.
Maybe.
Remember how they did at the end of the Acolyte? They're just like, "Hey, do you fancy some Darth Plagueis or something? Oh, some Yoda? We don't know."
I thought you guys liked Darth Plagueis. Don't you have photos?
Darth Plagueis was in there whacking it when they were skinny dipping. Yeah.
As got what I was doing.
Sorry, I talked over it. What did you say?
It's no offense. It's a gaming reference.
Oh, okay.
It's a gaming reference, Gary. You wouldn't.
But it's a good one, darn it.
Is this some kind of April Fool's joke?
What did Mrs. Nerdrotic think of Nurse What's haircut? I haven't shown her yet. Mrs. Nerdrotic is not a fan of Doctor Who. Showing that people can be married, happily married, and have differences, opinions on stuff. She doesn't like Doctor Who.
I like the idea that, like, on the marriage day, she mentions that, and you're like, oh, bye.
Yeah, Wait, what? Are you kidding? No.
Dude, the haircuts and the froze coming back I was laughing so hard. It was so terrible.
You just don't understand how good and important it was.
Dawnbreaker for $10 just got on a wait list for a statue Noble 2 cat from Halo Reach. Wish we could have attractive badass female characters like her today. Too bad most female characters today look like Goonies sloth. Well, stop pointing out the last thing. That's mean.
In Reach. You would have played Reach, right, Ass?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I
played that. I liked it.
That ending is just one of the most hard-hitting endings.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
This is Kyle for $10. I went to the Heart Attack Grill once. It was terrible. The food was McDonald's quality, and it smelled like sick old people and a hospital at the same time. I would recommend against it. Ouch, dude. Yikes.
Okay, so I only know it from, I think it's like it's the guy who eats loads of stuff and has a big beard. That channel? Anyone?
I watch him. Little guy, thin guy.
He's really lean considering he eats everything.
Yeah, I watch him. Fuck, what's the fucking man beard
meets
versus food or something? Beard meets food or something.
Yeah, that's how I think he did one for the Heart Attack Grill. But I mean, if it sucks there, then yeah, no, it's interesting. Smells like old people in hospitals.
It's so funny seeing him walk into places and people being like,
Yeah,
and then he just destroys it.
Yeah, it must feel fun to like completely demolish all these challenges throughout like all countries.
He's literally, didn't he say, I've got a room just full of the T-shirts.
If someone comes in like with a bunch of cameras, you may as well just be like, oh, okay, no, you've got some magical stomach.
Yeah. TARDIS inside his belly.
Varn for 12 euros. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Has any of you ever heard of Might and Magic or Heroes of Might and Magic? Great PC
Yes.
RPG games from the bygone age, the distant 1980s and 90s. M&M world is sci-fi masquerading as fantasy. My name is M&M. One Varn is the first world. It also means vehicular astropod research nacelle. Basically, a continent-sized space vessel.
I have sealed PlayStation 1 Heroes of Might and Magic in my collection, in my my game collection.
The Squire of Androzani for 10 British pounds, proper money. I have been lucky enough to meet Peter Davidson, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and Paul McGann. Colin is the nicest man you can hope to meet. Hail the classic doctors.
Cool.
Mark Daly for $10 says Amazon is going to hire Shooty to be the next Bond. He's quitting Doctor Who and coming to America. Came right after Amazon buying out the Broccoli Kids. Bond, same thing they did with the fucking Tolkien estate, by the way. Bond for modern audiences. Yeah, I wouldn't look too forward to that.
Salky got fired, though.
She did. She did.
One of the reasons very much seemed to be because she was going to fuck Bond up.
Yeah, but it's okay to fuck up Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Well, but with Lord of the Rings, though, Bezos is in on it. Because he was desperate for his Game of Thrones, remember?
Lord of the Rings, they're like carving out a little piece of it that they can't make movies. They can't really make merch. They can't do much. Bond, dude, they can make movies. It's like they turn in the whole fucking thing. By the way, speaking of Amazon Prime real quick, just pull up the Spider-Man Noir. The trailer was making the rounds, and it could become...
I hope they find someone.
I like the look. I like the pulp feel of it.
Very Sin City-esque.
Yeah. And I like Nick Cage. So
yeah, wait until full trailer before I'm sure about whatever's going on there. I don't know. It looked a little bit on the side of cheap. I'm not sure though.
That's why I'm like, I was wondering if it was real, like if it was a fake one, because I'm like, is this real? But we'll see.
But yeah, could be something. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look like shit. I'll take cheap. I'll take cheap Cage over fucking any MCU right now.
I'll take cheap, well written over expensive crap any day.
God damn, I was watching some Tom Baker Doctor Who the other day, and there's a guy, he was in a medical uniform, and you can tell his little visor was made of straight up paper, and it had tape on the side of it. And then he was handed like his futuristic gun that looks like it was made out of toilet paper rolls painted fucking silver. I didn't fucking care.
It works.
It worked. God. Mark Daly for $10 says, remember, we can't have Cavill as Soups because it would be confusing. But Gunn's bro keeps his role so he doesn't have to sleep on Gunn's sofa, and his girlfriend does so Gunn doesn't have to sleep on his sofa. Now, I get that. All right. Happy wife, happy life. But bro, if she's into you, she's gonna like. Don't you think you're casting me in too much stuff? Don't you think it's kind of cringe? And is she some great actress? She's all right, you know.
Sure, Jan.
She's all right. She survived where Rick Flag didn't. So, okay, and this will have to be the last one. We'll get the rest on a square up because we are running out of time here. I apologize. So square up will be Monday on Nerdrotic Drive. What was that? He's rubbing his mic again.
You said we're running out of time. We're technically 30 minutes over.
No, we're technically 10. No, is it 30 at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who's
that's taking the 10, 15 minutes late that we were into consideration.
Ryan Kinnell for $10 on the Streamlabs side. Last one of the day. Geeks and Gamers had a meetup, and I told everyone I wanted to increase membership by 100 women and 3 barn owls. Jeremy said, but Ryan, why the 3 barn owls? I just smiled and said, see, I just wanted to prove no one gives a shit about women.
Oh, no.
Excellent, sir.
We'll wrap it up there. The extended version of the BBC. Hey. Oh, we didn't even talk about fucking Andor, MauLer.
Next time.
Next time. Hey, the finales. The finales tonight.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Let's hope it's good.
I hope Alan's wrong.
You hope your dad's wrong? That's terrible.
I mean, he did leave me when I was a kid.
How's your
so.
father? Jesus.
That's a complete
Bob's your uncle. Yeah.
But how's your father? It's a completely different thing, mate.
I know. All right. What do you got coming up? X-Ray Girl.
Tonight playing Section 13. It's in early access. It's a game I played at PAX and I had a lot of fun. I only got 15 minutes, so the early access is about 2 hours, and kind of excited to play it. And then tomorrow, nooner, over on this channel right here
with Chris Gore.
With Gore,
who has seen Mission Impossible, the final dead
frontier
reckoning frontier. Here he comes.
Look at his face. I've seen it now. I'm one of the cool kids.
There you go. MauLer, what do you got coming up?
Well, we got double bill for Andor at the end of the week because the arc will be completed, so we'll do all that. And then, I mean, I'm going to want to do Mission Impossible, however that ends up turning out on EFAP. And I think we're doing a comparison for Lilo and Stitch getting its live-action remake because we're all big fans when we were younger of the original animation. And we can talk a bit about why it was such a good movie and what they may have done to butcher it. We'll find out.
You tell me how it turns out. I have no intention of seeing that movie at all.
Very well.
Yeah.
Whoa! When's How to Train Your Dragon out?
That one I'll see. I think it's June.
June 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, so many good things in June.
What was that?
So many good things for June. We got 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As well. The week after.
Ironheart.
I don't know if I'll call that good. But...
Oh, dude, guys, we are 10 days away from Clarkson's Farm 4.
Oh, sweet. That's an easy
Dude,
win.
Fuck.
Yeah, you just let it slip by, didn't you?
Yeah.
You failed it. You
God
failed it.
Damn, Az.
You gave up on life, didn't you?
That sucked my cock.
Get out of the street, you stupid bum.
Oh, no. Az. You got a lot of TV to watch, bro.
I got a lot of TV to watch. After this, I'm just going to take a little break, and then I'm going to be streaming Dune Awaken. No, I'm going to be streaming Doom, End Shell, whatever it is, Eternal, Doom Eternal, whatever the new one is.
Dark Ages, you retard.
Dark Ages.
Jesus.
Doom.
Gary, why'd you help him out? He's clearly the fake gamer.
Eternals. I'll be streaming that tomorrow, 7:30 UK time, 1:30 Central. Rip and a Silverback will be on my channel, Coco. Friday Night Tights. Now that I'm back as a host. Who's the guest, Gary?
You.
Me. With me.
Whoa.
More me. And nothing but me. What?
Unless somebody can't make it.
Maybe some fuck will be on FNT.
Maybe somebody.
Maybe somebody. And please,
we got
in the description.
Our last show will be Friday Night Tights with some fuck.
Some fuck.
Dude, how much better would trailers be if they didn't know the cast and they said starring someone?
Yeah,
some
it's just
fuck.
Just have a black figure outline, and it's just then in white light, just some fuck.
We might have gotten Tom Cruise, but it's not confirmed.
Yeah, or if it's Kanye's, never mind. In the description down below, the link to Saints and Sinners, the new Rippaverse anthology book with yours truly writing stories in that. You guys have really fucking come to the fucking table, man. It's gone up nearly 10 grand this stream. And we're on the verge of only 16 away from 3,000 books sold. It's been out a day. So you guys are absolutely phenomenal. Please support it. Pick your cover. Pick all the covers. Pick them all. And thank you to everyone who has signed up for Saints and Sinners. Really excited to bring you our stories.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not years in,
Yeah.
How.
Yeah.
Heil ye.
Oh, God.
I can't believe that fucking Yi is out racist all of.
I know, dude.
And ain't nobody beating that one these days.
What was that meme on Twitter? It was a Babylon Bee that Hitler's
Nazi.
worried that Nazi worried that Yi's
not
gonna
standing out anymore now that everybody's a Nazi.
Oh, dude. Yeah, getting kicked for him was surreal, and that whole thing that happened, that was weird. That was really weird. Streams, stuff and things coming out. Thanks for participating in the show. Thanks to the Nerdrotics for doing a wonderful job. Thanks to all the lurkers. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on. We will be back next week on Az's channel. Until mañana. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Boy.